Hey, yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. How we doing? How we doing? Apologies for being a little bit late today. Hopefully you can hear me all good. Let me just double check if we've got quality options. We have. Welcome to the stream, though, everybody. It's good to see you guys. If you are watching on YouTube, be sure to drop a like on the stream. It's appreciated. FYI, I have a new video up today. Link is in both chats. Top comment, pinned comment. Check it out if you want to. It's very much appreciated. I want to say once again, thank you for all the support on the recent videos, guys. It's very much appreciated. You guys have been killing it. Hopefully you're having a good day as well. New start to a new week. Hey Jamie, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream. How we doing? Alright, we're gonna play some PGR today again because I am really starting to enjoy that game. Actually, it's a lot of fun, enjoyable, definitely appreciating it. I'm impressed by the combat. Actually, I didn't understand it that much, I'll admit, when I first played it that very first time for that hour at the end of the stream, and I get it a little bit more now. Still got to learn more about the game. I need to learn the characters' kits a little bit better. But the combat is actually kind of nuanced. It's kind of dope, actually. Understanding characters' core passives and getting the most out of them. Still not quite there yet in getting the most out of them, but I'm starting to understand it. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Definitely. So yeah, we're going to play some of that today. Probably play a bit of solo Leveling and Rise if we get a chance to. I would like to play some Wuthering Waves as well. I haven't even played with any at all of Zhangli Yao or any of the new content. I do want to do the Elusive Realms as well for me asteroids for Shorekeeper, because we're getting Shorekeeper. We are getting Shorekeeper. I'm good, Jamie. Thank you. What's going on, Sutzer? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, you guys smashed it on some of the recent videos. I just clocked. I didn't even realize it's not showing up yet, but like, on my channel it's saying 1.5k views, but in my studio it's saying 2k views on that Hoyoverse video. So shout out to everybody watching that video, man. Appreciate ya. Shout out to all the new followers on Twitch as well. We had a bunch of followers over the last couple of days, actually, so thank you to all of the new guys. Welcome. It's good to see ya. I feel like shit today, guys. I just woke up feeling rotten. I've had like this, not like a banging headache, but just like this dull headache that won't go away. I've took 2 bunches of paracetamol, took some at like 7 o'clock this morning, like 11. And I just feel crap. I think I've got the man flu coming. I think I'm just like all like, ugh, you know, feeling rough. Got a bit of a snotty nose almost. I just feel like shite. So hopefully getting some games, hanging out with you guys, make me feel a little bit better, you know? But yeah, we're gonna check out some videos as well. I do have some videos coming up for you tomorrow as well that are ready to go. Just got to get them uploaded. Reacting to the first impressions in Natlan. I do have a video that I want to put up as well. I'm hoping to try and get it up potentially tomorrow or the day after as well. It's not a reaction video, it's just kind of yapping a little bit about the new games coming from Hoyo, and specifically about the FPS game, and just talking about that a little bit more individually. Audio sounding good though, yeah? Yeah, I've really been enjoying PGR. Where's this video I wanted to look at as well? I wanted to show you guys. It was a good example of how gorgeous Wuthering Waves was. I don't know where it is. Oh, actually, it's on Twitter. Looking on YouTube, I forgot it's on Twitter. It's on Twitter. Audio's all good, sweet. Let me pull up my bookmarks. Awesome. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Chase? Welcome to the stream. All right, let's hop over here. Get this shit out the way. Get this shit out the way. Right, I've got this up because I wanted to show you guys. You might have already seen it, but to me, it's just a great example of how gorgeous this game is. Like, the more we see of the new stuff, the more the game's looking even better. And of course, the ray tracing update's coming soon as well, which is going to make it look even more gorgeous. Just check this out and tell me that Wuthering Waves is not a pretty game. Like, I think this just looks absolutely gorgeous. I do. I'll turn this down a little bit. So, and obviously, you got to take into account here, you guys are watching this through the stream, and it's on Twitter, and Twitter compression is absolutely dire. So it's not even at its best. But look at these god rays. Look at this lighting. The whole thing just looks absolutely beautiful. So this is in the new area that we're getting in 1.3 as well. Obviously around the Black Shores area. And obviously Shorekeeper as well. It's just look how pretty this looks. We saw some different footage as well, actually showing off. I don't know if it's new water physics or what, or if it's in a specific area, but the water looks improved as well, which is obviously a good thing. It's just like, this has to be the best looking gacha game out right now, right? Things might change with Azure Premilia, Nevernis to Evernis, and Project Mugen, but is there a better looking gacha game out right now? There might be a better stylized from an artistic point of view, from an art style point of view, or in terms of actual just like graphical fidelity, is there a better looking game? So I think this game is gorgeous, you know? It's absolutely gorgeous. It transcends the gacha space, I feel, in terms of its visuals. I really do believe that. I think Kuro have absolutely smashed it in regards to how the game looks. Like, I think they deserve props for that. You know, even if you're not a fan of Kuro, you're not a fan of Wuthering Waves, I think you can appreciate this, you know? I think it's definitely something that deserves appreciation. I can't wait to get into this new area. I can't wait for ray tracing as well. Like, once ray tracing drops, this game is going to look insane. We did a video on that like about a week or two ago, actually, showing off the premiere of the ray tracing update in the game. And it's actually a decent update. Because another game that actually takes quite a decent advantage of ray tracing, in my opinion, is a Tower of Fantasy. Especially Memoria. The reflections in that area are great, because there's a lot of games that don't necessarily really do much with ray tracing, or if they do, it's a lot more subtle, and you don't necessarily notice it. But I feel like in Tower of Fantasy, it's quite an impressive update for a game that's a couple of years old now, and I feel like WuWa's going to look gorgeous with the update. Not that it doesn't already. You know, it's just... I'm glazing. I am glazing. I'll admit it. I'm straight glazing here. But this is gorgeous, this is. I can't wait to see the new area in the game as well. You know, when we get the actual new region, the new nation, and we actually get to see a whole new vibe of the game. I can't wait to see what it looks like. And we start to see different styles, different cultures showing off in the game. And obviously architecture and a different landscape and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. This looks great. Can't wait for 1.3. Can't wait for Shorekeeper. Hopefully we followed up with Camilla as well. But again, I put up a video today just talking about some of the updates regarding a kit. She's got an upgrade again. She's got a buff. And it just makes her look even more of a must pull. But I just thought I'd show you guys that because I just think the game looks gorgeous, man. It's a shame that it's on Twitter because Twitter sucks ass in terms of quality. But I think you can kind of get the idea from it, you know? Might not be the best representation, but I think you can get the idea. The game is gorgeous. I'm a glazer. I'm a Kuro glazer. I am. How's everything going anyway though, Chase? Shout out to you, Stutzer. Shout out to you, Jamie. Appreciate you stopping by, guys. We're having a good Monday so far. I'm hoping actually I might be able to get the car sorted a little bit cheaper than than where I was first quoted from one of the garages. I'm still waiting. He's got to get back with some. He's getting some quotes for the parts. Hopefully, the sort of prices he was quoting me earlier are up to 50% less. I think once he's had a look at what he's actually got to do with the job, it's probably going to go up. But even if it's saving me whatever, 10%, 20%, 100 quid here, 200 quid there, I'll be happy. I'll be really happy. And hopefully we can get the car sorted this week as well. So, because I ain't gone to the gym today. I said I would. I said I'd do it, but I flopped. First hurdle. I was like, I gotta walk to the gym. I did wake up feeling like crap though, and I was just like, oh yeah, nah, not doing it. So I need the car back, man. I do. I need it back. All right, let's check out this video from
So Wuthering Waves has been out for
Kazahana then, shall we? Let's check this out. Speaking of Wuthering Waves, you just watched that video on how gorgeous some of the areas in 1.3 look. Wuthering Waves exposed by Twitter users for stealing? Okay, I'm interested. So now it's not just the game's similar to Genshin, it's inspired by Genshin, but they've been stealing? Stealing from what? I wonder. If you haven't as well, guys, check out Kazahana, make some great content. Let's see what he's got to say in this video then. Let's turn it up a little bit. Let's check it out.
quite a few months now, and it's been absolutely amazing. On the day of recording, Zhang Liao is actually coming out today. And
I'm terrible. I am terrible. As someone who gets called a Kuro Glazer, I have not yet even built Zhang Liao. I claimed him. I haven't used him. I haven't done any of the new event. I haven't finished off the Elusive Realm, sorry. I nearly called it the Simulated Universe there. The last stage. I've just got to do that. And I've got to do the new event, and I need to build it, but I've done none of it. I've just been playing PGR recently, and Deadlock as well, so we need to get back on that. We're going to do that this week.
And a lot of people can actually claim him as a free resonator, which is amazing. Obviously, they've had a ton of really cool events. The stylizing of the game is amazing. I think the quests have been pretty decent. They haven't been anything super mind-blowing, but they also haven't been bad. So honestly, I think that's a win for what.
Yeah, I think that's a fair point to make. I've got issues in regards to some of the events. I want to see, there's particular things I'd like to see, which you're not going to go over because I've gone over a million times, but they haven't been bad. I think that's a fair point to make. We've had some that have not been up to standards others, but I don't think we've had any that have been really objectively or subjectively like, well, this is just terrible. They're just, you know, I want to see those levels.
Wuthering Waves, but it seems like after all of this good stuff that they've been doing, people still hate the game and still want to speak negatively about it, which I just don't.
Hey, that's the internet at the end of the day, isn't it? I think sometimes one of the Wuthering Waves fan base, of course, there's toxic people in every fan base, but I think one of the Wuthering Waves fan base's biggest problem is worrying too much about what other game communities think about Wuthering Waves. It seems to trigger content creators and people in the community, and I don't know why it should. Just enjoy the game, just have fun with it, stop worrying about what people think about the game.
Don't get at all. And in this video, we're going to be going through a couple of people that have pointed some stuff out which is completely wrong about Wuthering Waves, and, you know, comparing it to other games like Genshin Impact, Zealous Zone Zero, and a couple other ones. They're just crazy people on, like, Twitter and stuff, which I just wanted to, you know, point out and make fun at. And
I always get confused why people make so many comparisons between WuWa and Zenless. I understand that they came out at the same time, but to me, they're just totally different games. You know, I suppose they've both got action combat. That's where it ends. You know what I mean? That's where it ends. Like, for me, Zenless is more comparable to, like, Solo Leveling and Rise, PGR, Honkai Impact 3, even though I haven't played it. You know, games like that. Apart from coming out at the same time, I just don't think they're comparable. I think the fair comparison is between Wuthering Waves and Genshin. You don't have to keep making that comparison. People love to constantly do it. But I just think that's a fair comparison. I don't see this desire to constantly compare Wuthering Waves with Zenless Zone Zero. It's kind of mental to me, you know? It's like comparing Call of Duty to Valorant in a way. They're just doing totally different things within the same genre. You know, it's not like Call of Duty and XDefiant where they're a lot more similar. And you could argue that Valorant and COD are probably a lot more similar in the sense that, well, they are first-person shooters, but they're a lot more similar than something like ZZZ and Wuthering Waves is. Anyway, we're going on a tangent. Let's go back.
I also want to talk about at length how it is a problem at the moment of, you know, people comparing gacha games way too much and kind of like hating on them for no reason, which honestly...
Just play the game you enjoy, and the ones you don't, just don't freaking play them.
I just think is pretty stupid. But before I get into this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy it. And also go to Gamer Subs, use my code KAZO, where you can get yourself 10% off a ton of cups and tubs. They also have an event going on where you can get free shipping at the moment, so I definitely recommend you guys go check that out. And even if you're on the fence about getting gamer subs, then you can actually get a free sample, and with that free shipping event, you can get free shipping for it. So you get a sample completely free, you know, just
out to like the Adderall sniffing gamers. Do many people really drink these sort of gaming drinks? Just curious, like, you know, I'm not judging people who do, but I'm just curious if you actually bother with these sort of, I guess, gaming supplements, which is kind of weird to say. Obviously, as somebody who goes to the gym, I like to, you know, I have glutamine, I have creatine, I take my vitamins, I have collagen powder, water, you know, I take my protein, all that sort of stuff. But it seems kind of alien to me to have gaming supplements.
go down to the link below, and then you can get it
Man, I'm
only
locked
if you use my
in.
code. But let's get back into the video. So recently there's this post that I put up on Twitter, which actually did pretty decently, where I said that there's no way that Genshin Impact players are saying that Wuthering Waves copied them after the whole Breath of the Wild copying. Now, this is a post on a different social media site. I forgot what it's called, but it's like a smaller kind of site. And they pretty much post 2 screenshots of Wuthering Waves and Genshin Impact saying, coincidence? Surely. Wuthering Waves or Genshin? Lol. So pretty much they put 2 similar kind of looking screenshots in terms of buildings. Obviously, you know, the entire layout is very similar. You know, you got the mountains behind, I guess.
Dude, I've never seen that angle of the town. I was just about to say, where is that? But I've never actually stood in that particular angle. It looks actually kind of badass from there. And looking at these right off the bat, what is this person? This person is smoking something. The biggest comparison here is they're standing on a rock, I guess. This one's covered in grass, and there's a tree to the right, potentially. And we've got a bay. Beyond that, there's nothing similar here at all, really.
You got a couple of buildings and a couple of cliffs saying that these are the same things, when obviously it isn't. There's a lot of people in these replies that are agreeing. What's even similar here, the cliffs? Did Genshin Impact invent cliffs or something? Which again is totally true. Obviously there was a few comments from some Genshin Impact fans kind of angry about this, saying stuff like, no, they copied, you know, Wuthering Waves are copying Genshin Impact, which obviously isn't the case. As you can see here, the overall...
I think it's fair to acknowledge that Wuthering Waves was totally inspired by Genshin Impact. It would not exist if not for Genshin Impact. You know, through systems, through the gameplay, through pretty much like a lot of the stuff in the game. Obviously, it does things differently, but I think the idea that it wasn't inspired by it is mental. But like, people just take it to this level of like, you know, inspiration can't be taken from things. Otherwise, that's plagiarism. You know, that it's mental to me. Like, of course, there's levels that you get to when you're like, okay, this is a little bit uncanny valley here. But you know, for me, I just think that Wuthering Waves took a lot of the stuff that was in Genshin and just improved upon it. You know, a lot of the stuff that Genshin themselves could have really done. Now, of course, the combat system is totally new in itself, and it's much improved in my opinion. Obviously, my opinion. I still get people saying, nah, man, Genshin's combat system's better. Okay, to you. But yeah, people are weird.
Overall color scheme for Wuthering Waves is way like more monotone. It's like less saturated. Whereas Genshin Impact, you can see the bright greens and stuff compared to the Wuthering Waves
it's a different
one.
art style
and it's just
altogether.
a little bit weird from the fan base altogether, you know, saying that they copied a game when their own game actually, you know, copied from another game. So if we look at a screenshot from some of the Wuthering Waves world here, you can see that like it's got a very post-apocalyptic kind of style to it, which is what they kind of were looking for, you know. It looks very run down, very old, very rusty, very like, you know, the colors.
Kaza, dude, you don't even need to do this, buddy. I understand you're making a video, but I'm saying you don't even need to do this. You're arguing an argument that doesn't need to be made here. Like, if the only people who think this are stupid, the fact that you're having to argue the different style, the fact that it's got a... Hold up, I think we should be back on Twitch. I'm just making sure we're back on YouTube. Give us a sec. The fact that it's... YouTube's still being weird, isn't it? Back? The fact that it's... Yeah, YouTube's back. Yeah, it's still that issue with my capture cards. It's just something that I can never fix. There's no way to fix it. Even Elgato can't seem to get it fixed. I just have to deal with it and hope that the blue screens don't happen too frequently, basically. Take you guys up with a refresh. Hit the refresh. Should be we should be back on. Give me a second here. Dude, I can't wait for El Gato to come out with a new card so I can get rid of this thing because I hate it. I absolutely hate it. All right, we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah, just refresh. It should be all good. It should be all good. Okay. All right. Streaming PC just blue screened. Let's get back into it. Again, you don't need to explain this, Kazat. You really don't. You don't feel the need to. Let me know if the audio's coming through all good as well. Let's go.
Unsaturated, which again was the design they were going for. And whenever they first did the, first beta test, the unsaturated colors were even more exaggerated. They actually had to boost it up a bit because people found it a little bit too depressing.
I'm glad they did as well. I don't want to be spending too much of my time in a gacha world collecting waifus if it's like really dark and depressing. Now, I'm okay with locations being specifically dark and like, somber and gritty and all that sort of stuff and kind of grey and the palette being a lot more monotone. But I don't want the majority of the game to be like that. I like my bright, nice areas. If I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the game, I want to be spending my time in a nice area.
But I still think that they actually managed to cater their own style, and honestly, I think it looks amazing. And then if we compare that to Genshin Impact, you can see how way saturated that is compared to this photo. Now, I don't think this is edited or anything. I think this is literally the actual saturation from Genshin.
And it looks gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. I think Genshin looks gorgeous. I love the art style. I love how colourful and vibrant it is. It looks great. Two things can be different and still look amazing.
Genshin Impact. For me playing it, it seems pretty familiar as well. But you can see how the two look nothing alike. One looks way more realistic than the other. And, Genshin Impact just looks cartoony overall. But for some reason, this person was absolutely adamant that the two games look too similar, which again is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. As I was saying, a lot of the replies are saying,
I don't necessarily think it's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I think in just looking at visually to say that they're too similar. I think if you look at the overall game, there's a fair argument to be made that Wuthering Waves is similar to Genshin because it very much is in a lot of ways. That doesn't mean that it can't be its own independent thing at the same time. And yeah, I just feel like there's no need to justify these arguments, in my opinion. I understand it's for a video, but I'm just saying. Especially for people online. Don't get angry about this stuff. Just let it slide.
Buildings? No. Did Genshin Impact invent massive mountains? No. It's literally a bunch of people, who play Genshin Impact or whatever, who think that Hoyoverse just invented everything in a gacha game, whenever they didn't. And in fact, they've actually just been copying off of Breath of the Wild this entire time. And, obviously there's nothing wrong with Genshin Impact taking inspiration and, copying a lot of stuff from Breath of the Wild. Obviously it worked because they're making a ton of money now. But at the same time, you can't be saying that Wuthering Waves is copying Genshin Impact whenever your own game did it. Like, there's no point in getting mad about it because, again, your own game has literally done this. You can't be saying that.
And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I am one of these people, look, hot take, I'm not even too bothered if stuff's plagiarized in a way. If I get a better product at the end of it and something to enjoy, hey, have at it, have at it. Corpos can fight each other. Just give me a good product and I'll have fun. Life's too short to care about some rich people arguing with each other over stuff like that. Just give me a game. And if it's better, I'm happy.
But this is the worst thing in the world for a company to do, even if they did copy it, which it doesn't even seem like they copied it in the first place. And as I was saying, I think that's a really big problem in the gacha game community at the moment, is people comparing games way too much. Now, obviously, I do it quite a lot whenever it comes to stuff like the gacha revenue chart.
I think this is one of the reasons why people get so attached to revenue from the game companies, like it matters, at the end of the day, as long as the game that you play is getting updates and is continually enjoyable. All these things don't matter, and I think this is where the flame war started. It's like the console wars in a way. People are arguing over revenue of a corporation that has no effect on their actual daily enjoyment of a particular game or a particular set of games.
Right here, obviously it shows all of the gacha games and stuff, how much they're making, and pretty much tells you how well they're doing, which does allow you to compare a lot of the games, how well they're doing monetarily, which I think is actually okay. If you want to compare a game in terms of revenue and how it's doing, obviously, it's good to see, how good a game is doing compared to another, but I think having a whole hierarchy based on revenue, based on, popularity and stuff is just stupid. Like, although Wuthering Waves has lost a lot of popularity and revenue, I still think it's an amazing game, and I think a lot of people can agree that the game is still very, very good. And the same goes for a lot of the other gacha games that are in this revenue chart that are lower down. Obviously, they're not making a lot of money, but I think a lot of the games are still pretty decent, and that they just haven't had that chance, whether it be like advertising, whether it be...
Yeah, popularity and revenue doesn't necessarily equal quality. It equals success. There's an argument to be made there. There's no denying that Hoyo games are successful. Now, it's subjective whether they're the best. Look at Call of Duty. Successful game. Is it the best game? Is it the best multiplayer game? Personally, I don't think so. Some people might disagree, but it's an objective fact. It's an incredibly successful franchise, you know? And there's all these different games that you can attach that to, sell insane numbers. Would you argue it's the best game? There's a lot of people critical of the Assassin's Creed games. They sell big numbers. Let's not pretend that the new Assassin's Creed game coming out now, which is already getting critically panned, isn't going to make bank. It's going to be a success. Whether that means it's going to be good, totally different argument.
Something else, as we've seen with like Punishing Grey Raven and stuff, which was also made by the Wuthering Waves developers, you know, they've made 1.8 million, which again isn't a ton, but it's still sustainable. But Punishing Grey Raven is an amazing game. It just didn't have that advertising.
It really is. I've just started playing it, and I'm actually like, I'm a little bit annoyed I didn't start playing it earlier. The combat is way more nuanced than I give it credit for. I've got to admit, Kuro, no combat. They do. These guys are talented developers. Whatever you want to say about the games or whatever, they've got some talented people working for them.
To boost up to the top, because I think if it did have the advertising, then it would be somewhere up here with Wuthering Waves. And I
think that's one thing Kuro are terrible at. They're not very good at marketing.
A lot of people online, especially towards me,
maybe that'll
makes
come,
a lot of content on a lot of different games, saying that, you know, we're kind of biased towards one game. And obviously, some people have different reasonings for it. Obviously, the Steamed Bun claimed that I was.
And I think at the end of the day, I think it's fine to be biased towards a certain game, and it's fine to compare games as well. You've just got to not be weird about it, you know what I mean? That's the problem. People are weird about it. I have no issue. I take no umbrage with somebody comparing Wuthering Waves to A, B, and C, or insert whatever game here, as long as they're not really weird about it and really like parasocial with the company, as if they're somehow like benefiting from the company making lots of money. I don't get it. That's kind of weird, but yeah, man, have at it, compare games. I think that's all a good conversation to have. We're gamers at the end of the day. I like to talk games. I like to have conversations about games. I like to talk about comparisons and things that are inspired by other things and mechanics and gameplay elements and world building and story and direction. All of that. I think it's fine to compare them, definitely.
Being paid by Wuthering Waves to, you know, chill for them, which again isn't the case at all, as I've made many positive videos about Hoyoverse in the past, and I've made many positive videos about literally any other gacha company. Like, I've made positive and negative videos, because again, I do get a lot of comments, people telling me, hey, oh, you're doing way too much positive Wuthering Waves stuff. Honestly, I'm making a lot of Wuthering Waves content just because it's popular and because I enjoy the game. I just like playing the game. But also, I'm making content on Genshin Impact, Honkai Star, you know, Zelda Zone Zero. I'm pointing out the flaws in them, but also being positive about them too. I also point out the flaws in Wuthering Waves if you haven't seen any of my other videos. And I think a lot of these comments and a lot of these, you know, posts and stuff, I'm saying that I only shill for Wuthering Waves.
You should always be critical of things you like as well. I think you should, I think sometimes some people get this mistaken with me. I think you should be more critical of things you enjoy than things you don't. At the end of the day, if you don't enjoy something, what reason is there to criticize it unless it breaks out of the space of the game itself and it becomes something that causes issues in real life or anything? If you don't like something, why criticize it? Because it doesn't affect you. But when you like something and you enjoy something, I think it benefits you to be critical of it and hopefully get that constructive criticism across to the people who are making the thing you love. So the thing you love gets better as well.
Something just hasn't watched any of my videos, because that isn't the case at all. I've been negative and positive about every single game, and me personally, I don't think there's any reason to be biased towards one game, you know? I just like to play whatever I enjoy, you know?
Again, I think it's fine to be biased to one. So I think if you're telling yourself you're not biased to any sort of video game, I think you're lying to yourself. I think we've all got our biases, whether they're subconscious or we're conscious of them. At the end of the day, you know, whether it might be the business practices, the corporation behind it, the PR team, the marketing, the developers, the actual game itself, the mechanics within the video game, the monetization, the story, whether you played it first, whether it like brings back nostalgia, they're all biases to have in a video game. And they're totally fine. You're allowed to come up with an opinion formed on a bias because everybody has bias, and it's normal. It's okay.
Pick up a game that I like. I've been playing a lot of Brown Dust, a lot of Azure Lane as well. I really like those games. Although I don't make content on them, I do really enjoy playing them. The same goes for Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, Zelda Zone Zero, Honkai Star. I play all of them and enjoy all of them. That's the thing. I'm not one of these guys who just sits there and doesn't play Zelda Zone Zero because, you know, I think it's a bad game and Hoyoverse, you know, are competing with Wuthering Waves. I don't care about that, you know? I just play whatever is good and I just play whatever I enjoy. If I don't enjoy Wuthering Waves, if I don't enjoy
Life's too short, man.
Life's too short. You know, Genshin Impact, then I just won't play it. And that's pretty much as simple as that. So again, I don't see why a lot of these people are saying that I'm like shilling certain games. Obviously, I've made a couple of previous videos about this too, and it is a big problem in the community. But it's not just me as well.
Dude, I'm one of them people, man. Call me a shill all day. I don't care. I don't care. I know exactly how I feel about something. If somebody else is just, I don't know, jaded by the fact that they think you're a shill, have at it, man. Have at it.
A lot of other content creators too.
I have got a bias towards Wuthering Waves compared to Genshin. I really like both of them.
And stuff like that. Which again, there are people that are more exclusively signed by Horrorverse and do a lot of, content for them, such as Ziox, Tawanto, people like that who have been signed on by Horrorverse, or not even signed on, but, get paid by them, to do adverts and stuff. Which again, I think is completely fine, but it seems like they also enjoy just every gacha game too. I think a lot of them have played Wuthering.
Why wouldn't they? And at the end of the day, as content creators, it pays to spread yourself out a little bit and respect all the other titles. There's no point tying yourself to a corporation in that regard, unless that's the thing that is, the altar that you are making bank at. This is why I say it's one thing when content creators get in at each other over stuff, especially if they're making money. But when people argue on Twitter and in Discord and on Reddit and in comment sections and in live stream chats about video games, it's just like, dude, just stop, man. Just stop. Just enjoy the game.
Waves, and I think a lot of them enjoy Wuthering Waves. Now, yeah, they might not make content on it, but I think everyone just needs to chill out a little bit whenever it comes to, comparing a lot of the games. And whenever I say Wuthering Waves is doing good or Zenless Zone Zero is doing good, I'm not shilling the game. I'm just pointing out the obvious facts are going on, and it's not a competition at all between the games. And honestly, well,
it is for the companies. Of course it is. At the end of the day, they want to be the guy making the most amount of money, but that in no way affects us at all. Again, I say this, Genshin has been making bank for years. How are those quality of life changes going? Not great, not great really. Now you can argue things are improving slightly and the dial's shifting, but let's not pretend that it hasn't shifted as much as it should have. So that money hasn't meant anything in that regard, Now, Kuro Wuthering Waves isn't making that much money, but let's not pretend that the quality of life changes that have been added into the game have vastly outweighed the quality of life changes that have happened in Genshin over multiple years. Now, which would you say the game is getting the best out of there? Now, of course, subjectively, if you enjoy the other game, it doesn't matter. But if you enjoy both, you're definitely getting treated better in one game than you are in the other game. And that, at the end of the day, again, that really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things if you enjoy the other game. Who cares?
There's no point
people get too wrapped up in it.
These billion-dollar companies.
It's not a big deal.
I don't know if Kuro Games is a billion-dollar company, but it's still a pretty big company, and there's no point fighting for them.
I don't even know how much they're worth, actually.
Kind of thing, because it's just stupid. Honestly, there is no point to it, and I just want to enjoy every game, and I'm sure a lot of you guys want to enjoy every game too. See, I just thought I'd talk about that little post there. I thought it was kind of funny to share. Obviously,
I think again that goes to the parasocial thing where people use that my game's the best. It's not your game. It's the game that you enjoy. It's the game that you like to play, but it's not your game. At the end of the day, you're not making money from it. It's Kuro's game. It's Horrorverse's game. They can sit there and watch the money roll in and go, oh, this is awesome. You just get to play something that's fun. And if you're having fun on one thing, that's great. That's great.
See, it got quite a lot of engagement on Twitter, so I thought I should make a video out of it. And also, yeah, I just wanted to talk about the overall, state of gacha game communities and how they are a little bit at war with each other whenever they don't really need to be. And I think the people that don't enjoy a game should just not play it. I think it's just simple as that. And I think me as a content creator who makes content on games, I do need to talk about a lot of this negative stuff as well as the positive stuff, because it keeps people informed in what's happening to the game in the most kind of like neutral way possible. And obviously, I have brought up a lot of the positives and negatives in Wuthering Waves, as well as a lot of the other games too. Yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Do you guys think that, it's getting a little bit too crazy with the whole brigading on each of the sides? Or do you think that the community is fine and that there's nothing really wrong going on? Yeah, as I said,
I think it's fine, really. It's weird how people get, but I think it's weird as well to get too wrapped up in it. Just let people do their moaning. Just let them do it. It doesn't affect you, really. Again, this is why I say, I think that the Wuthering Waves community shouldn't get angry about, let's just say, the Genshin community ratting on the game and vice versa. Who cares? It's just like, just play the game, enjoy it, have fun, live life. It's too short. Don't get wrapped up in all this crap.
If you enjoyed this video, then don't
it's a waste of time.
Like and subscribe.
Obviously, it's a bit different for content creators sometimes because they can monetize it. So, there's an argument to be made there.
Yeah, I definitely recommend checking that out.
If you're just some random dude sitting on the internet arguing with somebody for hours on end about a video game, go touch grass. Go touch grass. It'll do you the world of good. Why get into arguments with people about stuff you love? Exactly what's going on, Graham. Phil, welcome to the stream. Shout out to everybody, guys. Yeah, so my streaming PC blue screened earlier. It's a thing it does. Hopefully it won't do it again in the stream. It's just, it happens randomly. I've got a 4K 60 Mark II, whatever, I think it's the best. There might be a newer version now. Elgato capture card you can get, but there's a specific driver error that happens, and it's so rare that I don't think Elgato have figured out how to fix it. That I've been speaking to them, they give me rollback drivers, driver updates. I found a few people online who are having the same issue, and they've never been able to find a fix really. And I've tried it on 2 different PCs, and the same things happened on both PCs. It can happen a couple of times a day, and then never happen again for months, or it can just happen once and then not happen for weeks. It's just totally random. Again, it hasn't happened for quite a while now. Sometimes it'll happen when I'm streaming. Sometimes it'll happen just like I'll be sitting here doing some editing and that PC's on, and all of a sudden it just goes off. It's just, it's totally random, and yeah, it sucks. So yeah, if you do ever see me drop off, that's more than likely what's happened. Obviously, bar internet issues or whatever. I got banned. But yeah, it's usually what it is. So if you ever do see a stream die like that, just give it a few minutes. I have to boot the computer back up, get OBS back up and running, get the capture card sending the audio over, and get my mic set up, and usually takes a minute or two to get it all up and running. But yeah, that's what happened. So yeah, great. It's great, isn't it? I love PCs and technical issues. I just, you know, it's brilliant when stuff just doesn't work. I love it. I love it. I kind of want to watch this video as well. Okay. It's got nothing to do with gacha, Wuthering Waves, or Genshin, but this sort of stuff interests me in the gaming space as well. Obviously, we all know what happened with Concord, the absolute mess that was. It's gone now, forever to be a memory in our hearts. People are trying to snap the game up physically for collectors. I think they're going for stupid prices because people just want to, I guess, a part of that gaming memorabilia. And it seems like the saga continues with some of the devs being a little bit weird, apparently. I heard this on Twitter. Leaked messages, apparently devs admitting that they don't like video games, which is really weird. I guess people work in industries that they're not necessarily a fan of the industry, but I guess, you know, voicing it's probably a little bit odd, especially when you've just had a calamity of a video game happen. It's not going to look great professionally for you, I guess, really. But let's see what he's got to say. Smash JT, let's check it out.
Thank you to everyone for the tremendous amount of support that you've given me via Twitter, on YouTube.
I think he got a strike on his channel the other day, I think.
Financially, people donating. Like, it's been incredible ever since Black Girl Gamers tried to take my channel down and issued a false strike against it, which is still pending right now. Everyone has been there to support the channel, and I just wanted to say thank you and acknowledge that.
That's good. That's good.
Now on with today's video, because
I don't know why his channel was struck, because I watched that video and he was just reacting to the stuff that they were talking about, and the stuff they were saying was fair game because some of it was stupid. So yeah, I think YouTube needs to start cracking down on those sort of, like, if you are obviously doing stuff that deserves a strike, if you're harassing channels and all that, because I think that's what they tried to get him for, which it clearly wasn't. He was well within his rights to react to the stuff that we're saying publicly. If you're going to put stuff out on your channel, it's fair game for people to react to, and he reacted to it in as a respectful manner as I guess you could. He disagrees with them vehemently, but I think he was fair, if I'm honest. Other people might disagree, but I think to go after somebody's channel like that, I think it's pretty shitty. YouTube should really crack down on that, and channels that get caught for doing it wrongfully and on purpose and spitefully as well, they should have some punishment against their own channel, because it should really be a thing that's very much not encouraged in the YouTube space, in my opinion.
Stuff never ends. If you guys are new to the channel, you may not have seen me cover this Amanda Kiefer character, who is a senior concept artist at Firewalk Studios, worked on the game Concord. So if you missed the initial video talking about how she's extremely anti-gamer, hates Trump, hates people that just want to play fun games, and basically straight up attacks you, check that video out. I'll link it above me right now. Welcome to another episode of Smash JT, and let's get into the latest series of leaked tweets from this unhinged employee at Firewalk Studios. And I feel like I say that every time you say employee at Firewalk Studios, it's almost like you need to preempt that with unhinged. Hit the
What has happened to the gaming industry? It's what I think it's inevitable, isn't it? It's got bigger and bigger and bigger. We're going to have a variety of wackos, nutcases, and just people we disagree with, which is totally fine.
Hit that subscribe, give me a like, and check out smashjt.com for the full exhaustive article going through the series of tweets that have leaked from behind a protected account of Amanda Kiefer, a senior concept artist at Firewalk Studios who worked on the flop, the monumental, colossal.
Okay, so a senior concept artist. Interesting, because I think, from my opinion, the designs, I don't know what she worked on. She might not have even worked on the character designs. The character designs in this game, not great. We watched a video yesterday, a dude kind of just quickly improving on them. I think he did a good job in at least one of them. He improved vastly. Actually, two of them, I think he improved vastly, actually. The one wasn't really a fan of. I think he just kind of tried to sexy it up, which I didn't think was needed. I think he just should have made the character look more badass, but that's just my personal opinion. But yeah, man, the characters in the game they just weren't cool. You know, you can have a variety of characters, can't you, with diversity and have them be cool. They just don't look cool in that game.
Grandest flop of all time in gaming history, potentially upwards of $250 million or more, being lost on Concord. She was one of the character designers of these characters that are infamously ugly. And as I said in my previous video about...
See, like, for me as well, I guess, like, maybe I'm a little bit more in the minority. I don't care if characters are ugly. Characters, for me, don't have to have this quintessential standard beauty to them. Like, but I want them to look interesting. I want them to look cool. I want them to be exciting. I want them to be weird and wacky, if not. Every character doesn't have to be like a gorgeous 10 out of 10 woman, and the dudes don't all have to look like Giga Chads. But if they don't, I want them to be like interesting and cool and be like, God, that character looks like they could run through a brick wall kind of thing. And sometimes, you know, like, people talk about, well, why would you want a fat character? It's like, well, I think there's plenty of cool fat characters in cartoons and in comics and in gaming and in all this sort of stuff, but they look badass at the same time. Do you know? Look at what is it Thor from God of War. You know, that's kind of more the traditional sense of like how Thor was, I think, supposed to look anyway. Dude's an overweight dude, looks pretty freaking badass to me.
Her looking at the art that she had done, the sketches and the drawings that are available publicly on her Instagram, she's actually pretty talented.
Yeah, she's definitely talented.
Unfortunately, she's got the mind virus and is implementing a lot of these.
I think to be able to be working on stuff like this in a video game, you've got to be talented. You know, you've definitely got to be talented. I feel like this game was either, obviously, maybe potentially looking at what you're saying here, was designed with somebody who got a specific way of wanting the characters to be, which is fine. That's totally fine for somebody to do that. But it felt like the characters were designed by committee. You know, as if that somebody came up with an idea and then there was a bunch of middle management going, no, we need that to look like this. This is the kind of thing we're going for here. Can you change that? Can you make this character look less cool? Can you make them look a bit more middle-aged? Can you make them look like they actually can't climb a set of stairs, even though the character's supposed to be flipping around and doing all this stuff? You know what I mean?
These things that she wants to have seen by the community and injecting DEI agenda.
Like, this is a character in that video that we watched. I think straight away the dude improved on this character right away, you know? And it wasn't because the character was hotter. It just was a better design straight off the bat. It just looked overall a better character. Now, the second design, I wasn't so much a fan of. But I think he improved on his character design right away with, like, just simple changes as well. They were quite subtle in a way. And I'm not so much talking about the character herself, but just in terms of her clothes, her shoes, her jacket, the way her hair was, just the glasses. You know, it just looked infinitely better right off the bat.
Because she wants to feel represented and also amplify a marginalized community. Something that gamers have vehemently denied every time they try to do it. And even before Concord launched, when people first saw the character designs, we were saying, no, stop it.
It's like, even like the robot, like, it's like, look at Deadlock. Deadlock's got some characters that you wouldn't say are good looking characters. You know, they're quite weird and wonderful. And you've got like the I forgot what his name is now. He's like the fat robot kind of character that's got like a he's all about electricity. That's his whole thing, and his head looks like a what, you know, one of those electrical spheres. I forgot what they're called, like Tesla spheres or whatever. It's like basically looks kind of like a light bulb. He's not an attractive, but he looks quirky. He looks interesting. This doesn't, you know, it doesn't. And I'm not saying it's like objectively a bad design. I just think as a main character, this looks like the sort of robot that would be milling around in the background with a bunch of other robots. That's just like a tertiary design that was like, we'll keep that because that can mow around in the background and not be part of the main thing. You know what I mean?
Go back to the drawing board. This is not what we want. And Firewalk Studios just called that
like a
white
trash
noise.
can.
They felt like they knew what was best for us, when in reality, they didn't give a shit about what the gamers wanted. They wanted to inject DEI into a game and shove it down your throat. In a leaked message from Amanda, she expresses frustration with the criticism aimed at her and the team after the fallout from the catastrophe of Concord, stating that the situation has taken a severe emotional toll on them. And here are the leaked messages from her Twitter that is hidden behind a protected account.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say they're leaked then. She's saying this in public, isn't she? She's just, you know, not allowing everybody to see it. Gone through an extremely difficult time emotionally, and some of the team no longer want to work in games, design characters, or even do art anymore after this because of this. Posts like yours, though understandable, are unfortunately ill-timed. Okay, so I don't think she's necessarily saying she doesn't like games here, does she? I think, obviously, we might see more, but it seems like she's more saying that she doesn't want to be involved in working with games anymore, which I can understand from an emotional standpoint is probably normal. She's probably worked really hard on this, you know. Again, whether these are her designs through and through or they've been, like I say, middle managed into something else. You can understand somebody who's worked on something for a few years and it absolutely fail. That must suck. It must really suck. So I can understand being like, you know what? I don't even think if I want to be working in this industry anymore. I think that's a fair emotional response, in my opinion. Let's see if it gets worse, though.
That one of her followers had leaked out that was inside that bubble for all to see what she's thinking right now. And she starts it off with, I was going to DM you after seeing this, but the site makes me pay to do that. So at the risk of getting dogpiled, I'm just going to say this here. A lot affected the art side of Concord, including design by committee, failure of some leadership to listen to the art team, etc. So already, right off the bat, this is excuses galore.
I don't necessarily think that is an excuse, in my opinion. I think that's a fair take because this is what I suspected. And at the end of the day, if you're an artist, you don't have the final say. You can come up with some concepts. If middle management and people above you are literally going to say, nah, I like this, but can you make it like this? You can't just go, no, no, I'm not. No, I won't. I'm not going to do that. I think that's a fair point to make. Personally, you know, if you're working on something, to say, look, man, middle management got involved here, and this isn't exactly what it was supposed to be, what it originally was.
It has nothing to do with me. Look at the executives telling us what to do. It was their fault, guys. It wasn't me. They told me to do all this. I had to, gun to my head, I had to inject the DEI. I really did. I
think this is a little bit of a disingenuous argument from Smash at the minute, if I'm honest. Of course, you've not got a gun to your head. You could say, all right then, fuck it, sack me. So people are going to pay the bills. Oh, why would you do that? You can't tell me that you're working at any job, really. Obviously, it's different if you're doing something that morally goes against your code. But if you're working in a design department in a video game, creating characters or environment, and you come up with an idea where you're like, dude, this looks awesome, and somebody goes, okay, good work, let's change things. You don't really have much say in that. That's your role to basically do. You know, obviously you're the one with the talent, you're the one with the skill set. But at the end of the day, if the company itself has a vision, either leave or you're going to have to provide them with the vision they're requesting, aren't you? It's like if you're freelance, there's no point turning around to a customer and they say, right, I want my character to look like this, or I want this piece of art to look like this. And you go, well, actually, you fucking Philistine, do you not understand art? Like, it's like, guess what? You're not going to be very successful, you know? So I've got to disagree with Smash here. I've got to.
Didn't want to do it because it got rejected and no one liked it anymore, I'm gonna say I didn't want to do it anyways. And also saying she didn't want to pay the $8 to hide behind a check mark is funny to me. Because now she is getting dogpiled because people are looking for anything that she says as a reason to explain why.
A good designer will work with the client to make improvements, not by holding gaming exec. That's a good point. That is a fair point. I just think in such a competitive space as gaming, I think you're probably not going to get much leeway, are you? I think it's either it's probably going to be their way or the highway, isn't it? Really. And I think a lot of these people are desperately trying to get up into the ladder of being successful, creating a career for themselves. So they're probably just gonna. They're just gonna, they're gonna listen, aren't they? And be like, okay, right, maybe let me try and inject some ideas here, but we'll go down the route that you're asking for.
Concord failed so bad. The character concept art team, including myself, is going through an extremely difficult time emotionally, and some on the team no longer want to work in games. Now, before I even go further in this is out of everything that she says. Right here is the pinnacle problem with these people. They never wanted to work in games. She literally...
I think that's a bit of a jump there. Am I wrong? I think that's a bit of a jump there, right? He's kind of, she said, I really like pancakes, and he's basically said, so you don't like fucking waffles. I don't think she said that there. And I think it's a totally normal human response, again, as I said, after having a failure of something you've worked on, to be like, I don't even know if I want to do this anymore. I don't think that necessarily means you never wanted to do it, or you don't care about video games personally.
Really says the quiet part out loud right here. Saying some of the team no longer want to work in games means that
what's going on,
their
Hecko?
passion
You confused? Are you confused,
was
mate?
never there. Like, that's the only outcome that I can get out of this. I've failed.
I disagree.
Plenty of times in my life. Believe me, I've even failed on YouTube multiple times. But the passion is what brings me back to it.
And that's true. That's a fair point. But not everybody's as strong in that regards mentally, are they? Some people can get burnt out quickly by failure. There's plenty of people that started off with a passion for something, and that passion died when they didn't quite get there. That doesn't mean that they don't like the thing they were working on, or didn't like the thing they were working on. I think maybe it just means that they don't have that fortitude, such a fortitude as somebody else. And she's not even saying that she's not going to. I think she's just expressing an emotional response to something that happened recently, which I think is fair.
In plenty of games in my life, but the good games, the passion always brings me back to it. These failed people working at Firewalk Studios failed so miserably that they are now looking inward and saying, I don't really like video games. I was just doing this because they were hiring, and I know computer stuff, so I figured it was a good match. They no longer want to work in games, design characters, or even do art anymore after this. Because of this, posts like yours, though understandable, are unfortunately ill-timed. Now, I don't know what the post was she's reacting to, but honestly, I don't care, because what she's saying and how she's reacting to it tells us all we need to know about her thought process and how these developers at Firewalk Studios, up to and including the professor that was mandating people call her the professor, even though she wasn't a professor, and tried to report people to HR if they didn't address her properly. These were the things happening at the shit show behind the scenes at Firewalk Studios. They cared more about pronouns being addressed properly than making a good game. None of us know which way the wind will blow with the studio. We are worried sick and terrified of the future. Why are you worried? You don't like video games. You don't like.
I've got to be. I think he's making a disingenuous argument here. I don't think she said that. I think she just, again, she made an emotional response of, I don't know if I even want to do this anymore. That doesn't mean she doesn't. It just means she's expressing how she feels in that moment. She might have changed her mind. And when he says the passion always brought me back, is that inferring that he took breaks when things didn't go right? That's fine. She's just saying this now. Maybe she takes a break and she comes back. I think he's trying to infer things, in my opinion, that really aren't there with this conversation. And look, I am not like one of these people that's, white knight in here, because I think the game was drastically mismanaged. I think there's a lot of people there that just maybe didn't speak up. But I think sometimes going in on people who really don't have power within the company and expecting them to really change things is kind of a big ask. And I think maybe I think he's misinterpreting what she's saying as well, to be fair. I think he is. I really do think he is.
Like, you are a character artist. Maybe you like drawing video games. Maybe you even like playing video games a little bit. Working in video games takes way more than just a casual, I like this, or it's easy, or I can do it because it's fun. It takes a passion unbridled by anyone else. You need to supersede the next person. You have to be the consummate pro, being better than everyone else, being the cream of the crop. You can't even say.
I think that's the same in any industry. If you're going to go and work in movies, TV, business, you've got to be passionate about the thing you want to do if you want to be good at it and do well at it. I don't think you necessarily, for me personally, if you're going to be a writer, well, maybe not so much a writer, because I think the writing has to specifically cater itself to video games. But if you're going to create universes and worlds and character designs, I don't think you necessarily have to have a particular passion for video games. I think you have to have a passion for design. I think that's the most important thing, because you can be ultimately incredibly passionate about video games, but if you haven't got that passion for the thing you're specifically supposed to be doing, I think it's going to be underwhelming. I've got a passion for video games, but I ain't got a passion for a lot of things that it takes to make a video game, so I wouldn't be good in those roles.
Say if you have the passion for doing this. Not only that, but we have been shouldering the brunt of the emotional labor as executives, directors dodge most of the blame. Again, going back to the executives and the people in charge. This is the problem. Like, here's the thing. Yes, I agree. The executives and people in charge made plenty of mistakes when it came to Concord. But that does not alleviate any of the blame. Most of all, though, doesn't mean that everything that went wrong was on them.
That's a fair point. I am one of these people that agrees that when it comes to problems with video games, we always go to the executives. We do. It's the suits. But I think sometimes things can be happening in a vacuum from them, because they're writing checks, and sometimes directors, producers sitting at the top of the development team or whatever can maybe be gaslighting them a little bit, telling them false truths of this is what people are going to enjoy, because this older dude who doesn't play video games himself but he's a businessman, he's going to be like, okay, people who know what they know are telling me that this is the way to go. Here's the money. I think that's a fair argument to be made, but I don't think it's fair to say the people sitting at the bottom, literally sitting at the computer, coding, designing, creating, have that much power in regards to middle management, senior management, producers, directors, and all this sort of stuff. If they have adamant they've got a particular thing in mind, now they can try their best to steer the ship, but they've got very little control overall, haven't they? So I think what she's saying, I think it's fair, man. I think what she's saying is pretty fair.
A lot of it had to do with the people making the game, like, that could touch it and create it and warp it into what they wanted it to be. The problem is, you don't want to take and accept the blame. You're trying to offset it anywhere but yourselves, because it was.
Because it's like for me, the people who did the facial animations in this game are obviously talented. I don't think you can look to them and go, well, it's your fault. Because you look at the cutscenes in that game and they look good. Those people are good. They've been directed to do a job in a particular way, haven't they? I just don't know. I just don't know if it's their fault, man.
Such a colossal failure that you can't go to sleep at night realizing that you aren't good at this. I'm not denying your talent. I'm saying that you're prioritizing DEI injection over a quality game experience.
Again, I don't think they are. I don't think they have control over that, do they? How does a character designer have control over the overall quotas that are met in regards to certain things? I think he's overestimating the power this person has within the company. If I'm honest, I really do. I think this is a very disingenuous argument he's making, if I'm honest. And I'm here for the fucking Concord banter. I'm here for it because it's kind of funny. Sony specifically deserve a lot of roasting over the whole thing. And I think people in decision-making places do as well. I feel like these people just don't have the ability to make these decisions that he's expecting them to have made, and that they should take responsibility for it. I disagree.
Experience, and then going to the levels of
What's
not
going on,
taking
Izzy?
any accountability whatsoever when it's presented to you as a complete catastrophic failure. Behind the scenes of all this talk about Concord and character designs, people's livelihoods are at risk, and there are real financial consequences that might hurt us even more. Holy crap, cry me a river. If you suck at your job in the real world, guess what happens? You get fired. You lose.
I don't think these people necessarily suck in this regard, though. That's like being, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a specific job. You know, if you're told to build houses in a particular way and you're a brickie and you build the houses in a particular way that was asked of you, and then you find out that the planning wasn't that at all, you know, is it your responsibility? You were, you know, you were given the planning, that you were shown all the plans for the building, and you followed the plans. The plans were just incorrect. Is that the brickie's fault? Is that the bloke coming in and doing the drywall and doing the plastering and doing the carpentry, or is it on the people who were deciding where these things were going incorrectly? Does that mean that they're bad bricklayers? Should they have gone, wait up a minute, something doesn't smell right here? Now, obviously, there's particular things within design codes that bricklayers are going to know and be like, wait a minute, something's off here. Measurements are not adding up. But I'm talking, let's say, specifically, this row of houses should have been over here, but now they're over here, and now everybody's in trouble. That's not the bricklayer's fault. That's the site managers. That's the architects. That's the planners, the designers' fault, isn't it? You know what I mean? That's you could make the argument the council involved here that they should have been keeping a closer eye on things.
Lose your income.
Am I making sense?
You need to find a way to get gainfully employed elsewhere. That's literally how the real world works. I feel like people have been coddled so much that they just expect a paycheck every 2 weeks for existing. That's not reality. That's just what I can say from our point of view. I'm not saying change course or anything. Us artists like being able to use social media to promote our work and get more jobs. But I am saying we see this, and it does absolutely affect us since we just got our teeth kicked in.
Which is fair.
Okay, so I believe this is in reference to someone who was trying to improve the character designs and just being nice about it. And she's like, no, I'm taking this the wrong way. You shouldn't do that because we're already reeling right now.
I think she didn't say that either as well. She was saying arguably what you're saying has some merit, or it's just not the right time now, which I think is a fair thing to say. You know, somebody might be giving you true facts at that time and stuff you need to hear, but it's not the right time to hear it because you're like, man, I'm kind of like, you know, I'm in a bit of a tough spot at the minute. This is not the best time. Come at me in a couple of weeks, potentially.
I'll just let us be. And the reality is, your game sucked. It was a massive flop to the tune of, what, 10 days? Over $250 million potentially lost on it. Sony reeling, doing the unprecedented act of refunding every single person that purchased it, pulling it from stores.
It's not unprecedented, is it? They did it with Cyberpunk as well, didn't they? And they pulled it from the store. Like, I think Cyberpunk was the first, yeah? If I'm correct. It's a very rare thing for Sony to do. But they did it with Cyberpunk, didn't they?
Shelves, pulling it off the digital store, shutting down the servers after 8 years of development on a game that at the end of the day was shit. And they don't want to accept any accountability whatsoever. They are so used to projecting and putting it on anyone else except owning it that they keep saying, please, we're emotionally drained. It was hard. We tried our best. We got paid and took money for 8 years and put out junk. But please, blame the executives for making random decisions that totally tanked the game. Had nothing to do with the character designs. Had nothing to do with the gameplay. It was all on them because
Again, I say it's evident with this game that this was a game designed by committee. I think it's fair to put the onus on those guys. I think it's totally fair. I think sometimes you can argue that just certain things don't look great in a video game. Somebody might not be very good at the job that they're doing. I think people were designing things in this game and it was being changed and iteratively over and over again by people who necessarily probably weren't designers, and they were trying to work the best with what they were allowed to kind of do. Could they have done better? I guess. Could they have done a lot worse? Maybe. But I feel like, I think with this game, I think we definitely should be blaming the executives. We should be blaming Sony. We should be blaming middle management for the most part. Because fundamentally, the game worked. It seemed like it ran smooth. It was nothing special. It was nothing unique. But it looked like it was a competently made game. You know, it ran. It played well. It did what it needed to do from the basis of a game. So I think the people who were doing that side of things were talented. I don't think you can put it on them. I really don't. I'm gonna stick my neck out. I disagree massively with this video.
Which I would argue, if the game was good, they could have gotten away with charging money for it. But the problem is, the game was not worth its value that you tried to charge. And again, that goes back on development. And shout out to Kyle, who...
That doesn't go back on development at all. That goes back totally on executive decisions. That's Sony. Sony decided that game was what the price tag was going to be. You can't tell me that a character designer had any bearing on anything like that sort. Now, I'm not specifically saying that's exactly what he said, but it kind of feels like what he's insinuating.
Who reminded me this is the same Amanda Kiefer that hates you, who said, pretty soon, these weirdos will have no games to buy at all. Basically, in response to gamers trashing Concord.
I disagree with that. I think the idea that people are weirdos for criticizing the game is dumb. It really is. It doesn't take away the fact that, like, I think the previous stuff she said wasn't an issue.
Saying, hey, if
that's
you
probably the most egregious thing she said in this whole video.
There's no games left for you to play. When in reality, gamers just want good experiences. We pay a lot of money to play these games, and good experiences exist only because we fight back. If everyone just stayed back and rested on their laurels and just relaxed, they would be shoving garbage down your throat every day, and you'd just be taking it, and nobody would ever be improving. At the end of the day, I'd like to think that gaming in general cares about development and wants the best out of everyone. If you don't take it that way, that's on you. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. Again, if you want more information, check out smashjt.com for the full article.
Yeah, I usually find myself agreeing with Smash. I think pretty much in every point of this video, I disagreed with him on pretty much everything. I must admit, I think he was making false equivalencies. I think he was saying, she was saying things that she wasn't saying. I think he was attaching blame to her in ways that I don't think was fair. I think his arguments were quite disingenuous. I think this overall video just wasn't a banger. I don't think it was a banger, if I'm honest. I'm probably, in the minority here because, it's got 60k views, 5k likes. I don't think, they aren't game devs, they're activists fresh out of college. Now, that's an argument you could make. I don't necessarily know about her. But yeah, at the end of the day, I feel like you can't attach these middle management and upper management mistakes that were obviously evidently, we can see that, and you've got people within the company herself actually saying that, and we go, nah, man, stop blaming the executives. Hey, look, it ain't the politicians' faults that the roads have got potholes, man. It's the dude who ain't filling the potholes. He should be out there on a Saturday doing it for fucking free. He ain't good at his job. Where's his passion? He's like, come on, bro. I think that, I don't think this video was fair at all. Obviously, I understand what the video was about. It was expose a dev admitting they don't like video games. This was totally a clickbait title, and I don't think that was said at all in anything she said. Again, I find myself agreeing with a lot of stuff that Smash says in his recent videos that I've watched. I think this video was a big miss for me. I think he made some very bad, disingenuous arguments, if I'm honest. Is he on the board at Sony? It seems like he's definitely defending the suits. That's for sure. Hey, man, these poor execs, they're just trying to get by, bro. They're just trying to get by. These fucking character designers forcing these developers to make these executives to make bad decisions. Like, poor Sony got their arm twisted by a 25-year-old character designer. I don't know how old she is, but I'm just saying she looks kind of young. Like, they should be ashamed of themselves. Like, oppressing a multi-billion-dollar corporation like that. Terrible. Shameful. Yeah, that video was bullshit. I'm sorry. Where's my game? The fuck? I'm blind. Where the fuck is he? Oh, he's there. I couldn't see. Alright, let's play some video games. That video kind of pissed me off, I'm not gonna lie. I I didn't think I'd find myself on the side of defending somebody working at Concord. That person didn't deserve that in my eyes. They definitely didn't deserve that. Yeah, I don't think they did. I think everything they said was valid, apart from these weirdos won't have any games to play. I think that's a quick thing to say nowadays. If somebody disagrees with you, they're just a fucking idiot anyway. Don't listen to him. They got no talent. They don't know how to make video games. End of the day, I don't know how to make fucking, I don't know, insert fancy fucking dinner here. You know what I mean? But I know when it tastes good or when it tastes bad, and I should be able to say, look, that was shit. It ain't up to the chef then to say, you're a fucking prick, bro. You don't understand cooking. You know, weirdo. But at the same time, I don't think you can necessarily blame the waiter who's bringing the food out and say, bro, you need to tell the management in there to stop putting this shit on the fucking menu. You know? I'm just trying to do my job, sir. I don't get paid enough for this shit. Well, nah, it's your fault. It's your fault. Wasn't the one, that wasn't. Wasn't the one. I must admit. I can understand as well when people have been involved in a project that's gone south, having an emotional response. Probably best not to get on Twitter. I'll say that there. I think if you've just been involved in a failure of a company, of a project, of whatever, the best bet's probably not to hop on Twitter and vent, because it's going to be used against you. And let's not pretend that we all haven't been there in something in our life when something hasn't gone the right way. And in that instance, after it, all those first few days after it, we've projected in a manner that we've probably looked back on and gone, why did I say that? That was a bit embarrassing. Shouldn't have done that. But we've probably been lucky enough that we've done it with people we care about, people in our close circle, and it gets forget about that. I understand it, man. You were pissed. I get it. That shit was, he was in a bad space. Let's move on. But when you do it on the internet, there's going to be a bunch of people attaching their own agenda to it, isn't there? Like, you know what I mean? Sounds like a chef from Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares, right, dude? What, literally restaurant hired a chef, that chef made bad food, so may blame the owner, restaurant closed? No, that's not what I was saying. If a chef isn't capable of doing the job, that's one thing. But if a restaurant hires a chef that can make Michelin star food and they're like, I want you to make cheese on toast, and they make cheese on toast, and then nobody wants to buy cheese on toast, I don't think it's fair then to blame the chef. You know, you can't say, well, the chef should have turned around to the restaurant owner and says, fuck you, I'm not making cheese on toast, I'm going to make this. At the end of the day, the dude's going to get the sack, isn't he? You know what I mean? I think I don't think it's fair to say to people who don't have power in a corporation that they should somehow gain that power. It's not the real world, you know what I mean? I think sometimes, especially as content creators, people who can't create content and make a living from it, forget, because it's quite easy to forget what you were doing before. And people forget the pressures of what having a real job's about, you know what I mean? Especially when you got bills to pay. And especially, I don't know where Concord developers were from, but I think especially in a country like America, that really doesn't have a lot of social security nets for people when they're out of work. And other countries as well, where, like, you know, being out of work can mess your life up. So are you going to really be like, well, I'm not going to do that. I've got to make sure people on Twitter think I'm a good person. I will take the loss of the job. My kids can miss out on having a roof over their heads, you know what I mean? Because I ain't designing a character that looks like that. I just think it was a bit unfair. I usually agree with the dude as well. I do. I usually agree with the dude. I just think, yeah, I don't think that person really did anything wrong, if you ask me. Now, you can obviously make the argument that the designs are bad, but as I said before, I said as soon as I saw the characters in that game, these were characters designed by committee, and she even said that. And his answer to that was, oh, stop making excuses. It's like, what? What was she supposed to do? Say to middle management, fuck off. I'll run this show here. And tell Sony as well, when the executives come round, tell them to suck my left toe as well. This is what my character's looking like. You know? It's not the real world, is it? And if you've got bills to pay, you know, in movies, that's what you do, don't you? You walk out the office like, yeah, the man ain't holding me down, you know? But in the real world, you end up with debts and you're chasing mortgage payments, and the next thing the bank's foreclosing on your house, and your children hate you, your wife leaves you. Next thing you know, 6 months later, you see her getting a cheek clapped out by Tyrone, and you're like, shit, man. At least I didn't design that character, you know? I just think it's a bit unfair. I like Smash, though. He usually makes good videos. I just think that one I disagreed with him on. Tourism's become the new place for putting those swords that before we would... Exactly, yeah, I do. That's one thing that I think she made the mistake there. And I think it's not very professional as well. I think if you are going to use Twitter as a place to advertise your work, don't get emotional on there. You know what I mean? You wouldn't do that on your CV, would you? You wouldn't put on your CV, like, all the work you've done. And then, like, at your head, they'd be like, yeah, these fucking losers don't understand my work as well. They're going to look at that and go, this person's unhinged. You know? She's not professional. I think too many people do that nowadays. Like, it's just like, just get off Twitter, man. Alright, we've got a boss to fight, which he absolutely kicked my teeth in yesterday. Let's see if we can do a bit better. Because, I mean, he kicked my teeth in. Alright. Let's see how bad it goes, guys. Let's see how bad it goes, because I got battered. I must admit, I got battered. First check in the game so far. And it's by a fucking butler. You know? How embarrassing. Ow. Ow. Oh my god, she's out, bro. What the fuck is this guy? Oh my god! Thank you for releasing me. I thought we had more bars then to go, to be fair, if I'm honest. Jeez. Calm down, bro. No need to spam dodgies. Fuck that. It was every time he was touching me, he was clapping my cheeks. That's butler for you, bro. Decimated me first time. I got absolutely. Do I need to revive her? I'm not too sure how it works. Will she be revived now? Can't handle it anymore. All right, you did indeed perform quite well for an anonymous little someone. The only good dogs are the ones that would die for their masters. Ah, come on. It doesn't matter. I'm just... You should take a rest, child. Roland shoots a meaningful glance at the panting Kamui. Is it Kamui? 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 Well then. Next. Wait, what? Oh, God. Lucia, what? Now show me what you can do. I don't mind if the others join in, but in the end, only one of you will remain. One of us? Which one will it be? Okay. Okay, he's got range. He's got range. You're weak, just like she said. I am. I've come to the conclusion, yes. Oh wait, I'm definitely weak though. Dude hits hard, bro. Jeez, the hull continues to shake, causing countless debris to fall. Didn't think you'd be stupid enough to ignore me. Is that what you think? Did you not notice that my target was you from the start? What? Roland swings his weapon, destroying all of the pillars in the hall. Huge stone fall between Grey Raven and Roland, blocking the team's movement and vision. Come on, you. Go! We're not going to leave you. What's going on over there? Connecting. Come on, I notice your corruption level is rising rapidly. What's happening? Captain I... Kamui! Damn it. How do you pronounce his name? He's not as bad as Rollerblades. That was the first, you know, what's it when I was like, okay, alright, I'm getting checked here. I'm getting checked. Which would you prefer, competition or cooperation? Whether for honor or for resources, everything in the war zone is earned through competition and a high enough rank to access a new war zone, which will grant even better rewards. This is the ultimate trial ground. This is the ultimate trial ground for Grey Raven. How far can you go? Kamui. Challenge war zone unlocked. Okay, war zone unlocked. Regular challenge. War zone mission updated in progress. 2 days, 5 hours. Compete with other commandants in team rankings. The higher the rank, the better the rewards. Tap image guide for more details. Warzone. Warzones are under siege by countless corrupted. The more corrupted you eliminate, the more influence and resources you will earn. Oh. Recruitment phase. Commandants may form teams freely. Recruitment begins every Sunday and Wednesday. Every round of Warzone, commandants may enter different areas and eliminate a corrupted for points. Battle commences every Monday and Thursday. Okay, so we can do battle phase, I guess. Warzone becomes locked and the system will begin tallying results. Tallying begins every Sunday and Wednesday. Promotion. In each phase of the Warzone, you'll be ranked within your group by the points scored. There are a total of 3 ranks. The higher rank you reach, the more rewards you will get when the results are calculated. And the fluctuation levels affects the strength of corrupted in the rank. This level will not change within the same phase. Non-hero commandants who qualify for the next rank will be promoted in the next phase. Hero commandants who qualify for the legend rank also need 100 merits to be promoted in the next phase. You'll be allocated to a group within the commandant's similar strength. You can check your rankings and points in the current phase or scroll to check points of other commandants. Your rank is displayed here. Tap to view all rank rewards and the promotion demotion quotas. Tap to view team and personal rankings you can form during the preparation period of each Warzone phase. Once the battle commences, teams with fewer than 3 players will automatically fill. Warzone missions are refreshed every phase, so make sure you complete them and collect the rewards before they expire. Okay. Complete their Warzone to collect them. Okay. Am I gonna be fearing Rollerblade then when that comes, yeah? In every phase, a random number of war zones will be chosen from 5 war zones. You can challenge them once they're unlocked. Your total points are the sum of the points from all war zones in the current phase. Available for repeat. See, this is like something that I'd like to see in WuWa as well. I was saying this before, like a form of PvP, but it's not direct PvP. Some sort of like rankings thing or something like that. And people's like, oh, it'll just, you know, it'll be exploited, which I guess is an argument that could be made. But I just think it'd still be kind of cool. I was even saying if it was down to simple things like Gold racing, I think it'd be cool. You know, even if you just race a ghost like old school racing games, or it's just a time trial and you just get ranked, you know what I mean? You don't need to worry with scores since you just need to participate and get the black cards. Okay, alright. Well, I'll have a look at this in a bit then. I'm going to carry on. I'm going to carry on doing what we're doing. We'll have a look at that because we can do some today, can't we? The battle phase at least anyway.
Hi.
Hi. Well, can we do a couple of pulls? that's cool then. So that's kind of Cat Fantasy does that. So like, do you get like a free pool every day then on particular banners? That's kind of cool. Here's a little bit. Go accidentally die 6 times in a week unit and then restart and counted as a clear stage. Finger slipped. Oops, I'm dead. Yo guys, as well, if you are watching on YouTube, be sure to drop a like on the stream. It's appreciated. Sorry about the cut off earlier, but again, as I said, my streaming PC likes a blue screen now and again. Well, it's because of my capture card. It's a dodgy driver, but I can't fix it. Elgato can't even fix it. They've tried as well. I've been in contact with them loads. Only saving grace is that it seems to be quite rare and random. It can go months without it happening. Touch wood. I've said that now. It'll probably happen like 5 times today. No, I've said that. I think the pull animation could be a bit better on this game, I must say. Okay, cool. So in a way, like with this, because you get like a guarantee of an S rank, and you get a guarantee of at least an S rank as well, don't you? Really? Because you're, I think, what did she start off as A rank? Yeah, but like you level her up. You get so many shards that you can just level her up anyway, can't you? It was worse before. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the Snowbreak pull. That's kind of underwhelming. Like you drag it down, but it looks very much like this actually. It's got the digital lines and stuff where it's just like, yeah, not feeling that. Yeah, but A ranks don't have time stop. Oh, okay. We're 5 off a guarantee, yeah. So after trialing her, she's pretty badass. I do like her. I don't know if I've got any pulls up. I can do it now. Oh, I can transfer the same cards over. I don't know. Okay. Even in like SSS Plus, they can't quite compete with Jet. Oh, okay. Okay. Go to your guide mission, the college hat one. They gave you a chunk of account XP. Guide mission. How do I get to that then? Oh,
Hi.
college hat. 3 pieces of equipment, including weapon memories. I need to. I've done ice soon, yeah. Time stop, is that broken?
Woo.
Is that the is that like the whatchamacallit? The like when you enter the Matrix thing, or am I thinking of something else? Oh, okay. Go to graduation. Clear the memory, rescue 8th, enhance 1 piece of 6-star weapon to level 45. Game 1 SSS member. Break an ultimate rank 1 member. Okay, clear 4 Warzone stages for the first time. Open 1 supply crate and Operations Guardians. Clear 3 Phantom Pain Cages stages for the first time. Complete Operation Guardians 1. Clear 2 Warzone stages for the first time. Should we have a go at this Warzone thing then, I guess? Should we do it? Can I not directly go to it from there? Let's do that one first then. Shit, how did I get to that now? Is it challenge? Okay. Warzone, you'll get a ton of XP from it, okay. Wait, do I? Oh, okay, sorry, my bad. Number 2, Khaled, Commandant, right. Let's begin the mission then, I'm guessing, yeah. Let's do those 4 hours. Fluctuation level 86.2. 2 random areas are activated in the war zone every season. Each area will have a different environmental effect. Unlock to enter new areas. Okay. Tap here to check the effect of your current full round support. You can adjust your deployment accordingly. Full round support. Every ping of the character will make them deal 15% more dark damage for 8 seconds. Can be stacked up to 5 times. Okay. Daddy unlocks left 2. So I can unlock Cycle of Fire, unlocks remaining today, 2 resets daily. Right, okay. Yeah, let's take these guys because he's got dark anyway, so we're getting extra dark, yeah? So that's cool. Yo, what's going on, Pauline? Welcome to the stream. Oh. I feel like crap today, chat man. No, it's 3 pings and a yellow ping, isn't he? I've got to get my dodge game is not on point. Not on point. I must admit, I do like some of the events seem kind of cool in this game though. Oh, dude, I'm getting battered today. Your boy ain't ready. Your boy ain't ready. Okay, why am I not locked on? I gotta get my dodge timing up, man. I'm kind of used to WuWa's dodge timing, really, if I'm honest. Bro, I'm getting fucked in the ass here. Chat, we're getting chatted out. We're getting chatted out here. What is this? What have you got me doing, chat? What have what have you made me do, chat? What have you made me do? Clear the war zone, right, then just go and accidentally die. Yeah, that was it, yeah. I purposefully accidentally died there. That's what it was. I meant to do that. Chat told me to. Okay, well, so I'll just up into area 2, I guess. So do we get auto revives in? So I don't have to worry about reviving my characters in that regard. Oop, lag. He does dog damage as well anyway, doesn't he? Oh shit, get it work. See. Camera got me fucked up. Oh, fucking hell. Dude, I've got to set my game up, I have. Hey, Neil, what's going on, buddy? Oh. That was a way to go away, man. Just a little tickle. Oh, I saw it coming as well. So close! Yo, what's going on, Grey? Easier tank, so expected, though. You need his gears and skills. Yeah, I need more, what is it, the memory for you? Yeah, for like your, well, basically like your echoes in the, artifacts, insert, whatever you want to call it. Die there and press restart button, man. Rinse and repeat. What's shaking in Gatchaville? Not much, not much. Just getting my, my ass kicked. Just getting my ass kicked. I want to see how long I can survive it, though. Because, it's kind of fun. I love how she's got like a chainsaw sword. It sounds dull. And these things have got so much freaking health. I'm taking a lot of damage then, man. You get fucked, pussy! Hey, what's going on, Dragon Boy? Are you focusing on events? You should get event currency to buy all the memories, skill level mats, memory upgrade mats, character leveling mats from the event shop. Yeah, I'm just getting like my head around the game at the minute, to be fair. Like, I'm just having a look at all the different stuff. When the game's introducing me to stuff, I'm just having a little check it out, like, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna worry too much about, like, min-maxing just yet. Like, I'm still super new to the game, so, like, just getting my head around the combat in general. You know, your core passives, figuring things out, and then we'll go from there, man. We'll go from there. I'm sitting like 20k event point and wondering what to do. Event shop is the best. Right, okay. Buy leak materials for future construct. Leak materials. Where'd you buy them at? Okay. We're not anywhere. Don't recommend leap items for now. He needs to build his team first. Nice. Oh, do the other one, maybe. I want to get back to doing some more of the story as well. What's crack-a-lacking anyway, Neo? You been playing any WuWa today, bro? Leap mats are like endgame stuff, right? Okay. Super expensive and rare. Yeah, I definitely don't want to be sending cash on stuff like that right yet. I'm still early in the game. I'm just kind of like trudging through the story at the minute. Oh, you got your second posting, did ya? Hey, let's go. But did you do that yesterday, or did you manage to get it done today? What's my level now? 28. I'm just getting used to the old leveling system as well, because it's attached to your commandant level, isn't it? Which I think, if I remember right, isn't that kind of similar to Snowbreak Containment Zone? I think your actual adjutant level kind of dictates the level that you can get to with your team, yeah, if I remember rightly. It's been a while, but I think that's the case, yeah. Oh. Yeah, at the minute my memories are not exactly spectacular, but how is it you farm for like memories and stuff then? Basically your gear. How'd you gear farm? How'd you do today? Started dumping out and I couldn't get it done yesterday. Okay. I can't remember. Is the memories level also stuck with command level? I don't know actually. Let's have a look. I don't think so. Do I have a guide instructor? I think I do. I think I do. I do like this system though. He said it's not as good as having like a flat standard S character. Still, I do like this system where you can kind of evolve the character up. It's kind of cool. I like that. Okay, so I need... Oh, okay. So you exponentially need more for each one. Okay, makes sense. Make sense. I've really been using Lucian, which really I've kind of been using a Storm. Yo, Umpa Lumpa, thanks for the subscription. Oh yeah, claim your guide XP. Did I not get it? Did I not grab it? What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Oh, I need to do one more, yeah. Should we do the other one? Let's do the other one, man. Yeah, man. I'm hoping that, like, even though we was doing different stuff, these are the sort of things I wouldn't mind seeing into Wuthering Waves as well. I kind of like these. Obviously, to definitely work different in Wuthering Waves because the game, you know, the game itself does things differently, but still. New level is kind of boring. Instead of using different bosses, you end up fighting a few minor mobs and the big monkey twice. Oh, really? Yeah, as Calamity's goal, he's one of the easier ones. He's kind of... He has some more harder stuff to deal with, like when he goes on like his heavy spin stuff, but like... As they go, yeah, he's a bit of a pushover in comparison. I think it's just once you've done a few of the holograms, especially at the higher levels, you go back to those sort of things. You're like, yeah, this isn't hard. It just depending on the time, really. Sometimes, you know, when you get DPS checked on a time limit, when you can get cooked out. I'm liking the character designs in this game, though. Oh shit. Oh my god! What up? What up? Okay. Keep going. Oh my god, that dude hit so hard. What, the nostalgia of how weak I am? Is that what it is? You're like, oh my god. Can. Starting to get used to the timer a little bit. Such little damage of her though, man. I'm chipping away, bro. I'm chipping away. got complacent. I got complacent. You haven't seen, what was that? You haven't seen more of the Musashi 9 move yet. Oh man, this is giving me the nostalgia. Good old days. On the upside, I'm over 3,300 asteroids now, so I've got at least 2 temples plus 3 radiant tides for Jian. However, I'm dead ass broke for shell credit, so I can do dick all for leveling. Also, since I'm watching your newest video, Shorekeeper is looking more and more tempting. Yeah, dude, Shorekeeper's looking fire, bro. Fire. Do you want to learn it? Yeah. I know his core passives. He's just hit 3 pings, isn't it, for his core passive? I think for Liv, is it 3 ping and a red ping? And then I think for the other chick, it's 3 pings and a yellow ping. Yeah, I think. Kind of wanted Jeji, but after 65 pulls, you think, yeah, I was the same, Gray. I was so sold on Jeji. I lost my 50-50. Then I saw how good Shorekeeper's kit was, and I was like, yeah, man, I think I'm just gonna use that up that guaranteed on Shorekeeper now. And then maybe see if I can get a C1, potentially C2 maybe, because I think a C1 looks dope, and then get a weapon as well. Manny to the forgery said, yeah, I tend to have a little, like, the odd day here where I just spend everything I can, and maybe even like a solvent on getting credits. Just hit the simulation and bang credits. Yeah, bad idea. Resources are important, but the drop rate overall is bad, so I just went for shit. Yeah, it's tend to what I do, man. Unless I'm specifically leveling a character at that point. I don't really do like pre-farming for before characters drop. Which I know is probably a bad thing, but it doesn't bother me. Like, I think some people, like, when a character comes out, which is fair, I get it, the day it comes out, they want to be able to try and max level the character with. That doesn't bother me so much. So, like, I don't necessarily do a lot of pre-farming. I don't mind farming as a character, as, you know, as I get the character, start just leveling them up, like, naturally kind of thing. Hold up, chat. Back in a second. I'm just going to make myself a drink. Is there a parry system in this game as well? I forgot to ask. It's happening PS5 Pro tomorrow. I'll join PlayStation for a 9-minute technical presentation which will focus on PS5 and innovations in gaming technology. Again, an announcement on the PS5 Pro then. So I've got no desire really at the minute to buy one. A parry system. No. Yes. For specific boss challenges, what's it like? There's a QTE kind of parry system, is that? In certain situations. I've got Jeji in 3 total pulls. Sounds like great luck. No, I've lost Marina 3 times, twice to Encore and 1 to Jeji. Your luck with Arena's insane, man. Now, I was just wondering, because obviously, like, it's a big party in WuWa, and I was just thinking, like, you know, obviously, same guys, and I'll give them credit, they seem like they know how to make decent combat in a game. I was just curious if there's the parry system that works like that, too. Allow me a spear throw during start of second phase, and some of the dash can be parried. Right, okay. We'll figure it out. We'll get to it, like I say, I'm still just really kind of learning learning the basics at the moment of what the game's given me so far. Yeah, PS5 Pro might be happening then tomorrow. XQC, this game is dog shit. After almost getting one shot because they were down 50k souls. I watched XQC play some of that game though. He like legit like ignored all the information and then got mad when he wasn't understanding things. Yo, that's another game that I'm super addicted to. Anybody in the chat who plays on PC, if you play Deadlock, yeah, game is fire. I should start to integrate the parry system in PG, not gonna lie. Yeah, I like the parry system in WuWa. For example, take a look at this boss called Hetero Mother Structure. The game says you to directly attack the red blade to parry. Oh, okay, so it's kind of, there's a system there, but it's not an inherent system. They've just added kind of mechanics to certain things to allow it to happen. Okay, okay. I was just wondering because, like, you know, sometimes those red what's it's coming up for the attacks. I was thinking, can I actually parry any of this? And I better look giving money to a homeless person to slap me every time I want to pull for arena. Yeah, more likely that homeless person's going to go and spend it on food and water as well, and not drugs. That's more likely to happen. Two seconds, cat is just boiling, guys. The Terra Murray is just a parry on and run, not gonna lie. Okay. Possible, I think it was the moment they started to work on parrying, that was why it got into his main identity. Yeah, it makes sense. Like an evolution, isn't it, really? Future bosses do have parry mechanics. Yeah, I guess that kind of like makes sense. You know, it was something that they was trying out and they were like, oh, actually, wait a minute. There's a system here that we can maybe integrate into an upcoming title. Now you'll pull for arena and get on the first one just to make me want to cry and punch a shithouse mirror. Some good news, chat. Freaking repairs on my car are going to cost like half of what I was initially quoted, so that's really good. only got unlucky. I got Jian Yinlin, then Verena, and then Jinsei, and then Chang Li. Yeah, I've been quite lucky as well on Wuthering Waves, if I'm honest. You know, I've only failed. I failed my 50-50 on Jinsei, but like I was at the point there where I'd got enough that I was able to roll through, and I got her after about 30 pulls after failing her. I got Chang Li in like 20 pulls. I got Jian. I got Calcharo. I got everybody apart from in the game now, apart from Zheji and Ling Yang, which I'm not really bothered about Ling Yang. How far am I in the story, Overlord? I'm not too far. I've just fought the butler and Roland. I forgot what my shield does now with her. Oh, fuck. That heal as well. Does it heal off filled characters? We had to survive through me. We had to survive through me. Whether I should have kept the MC finishing move as a skill, it would have been Selbed voice life and only available for the starting tutorial. I'm an idiot because I almost never pulled on the premium banner. I lost out 3 badass resonators because of it. Use the guy he has a counter skill. Such a waste of hype. I survived? What's this? Refresh 2 elite enemies per wave. Okay. Oh, nice. Nice, Gray. Look at this dude. He looks ominously badass. Juggle him. I don't worry about it, dude. I like the design of this area. This is pretty badass. Oh my fucking god. Come on, pussies. Oh, fucked up. Yeah, that were bitches. You know what I hate about his kids? Do the same for his kid are so satisfying too. Are you talking about Zhangli? Yeah, I need to get him leveled up, man. When I played him in, like, you know, the little, when you're doing the quest, like, and you get to use him a little bit, like, it was fun. So now, did you read the stage environment buff for this stage? Yeah, it's for dark type, yeah, and he does dark damage, yeah, so gives him a little bit of a buff, yeah. The end of his ult doesn't have the good impact sound, there's barely any, and doesn't feel good while going through his ult. Do you know what? That's one thing I really love about Changli. I love the audio of her impact. It sounds so freaking good. Hey, we got into number 3. I'll take that. I like that about, is it Liv? That girl who's got the 2 guns as well, who does the healing. I love the audio of her, like, her dodges and her attacks as well. They sound great. Like Jing Bang Ting. Warzone reset 3 days because you're just clearing. No need to worry about getting more points if you don't care about ranking. Yeah, I just wanted to see how far I could go there, really. We got into the rankings there, though. In my little group, I'll take that, I guess. What's it got? 349, 897. Okay. Getting a little bit better with my timing of the attacks on this now. Let's go. I'm starting to like this game though. The combat is, like I say, when I first played it, I was like, oh, the combat, I don't know if it's for me, but it's actually quite nuanced. I quite like it. No, it's got some subtlety to it, some complexity to it, which I don't think it had when I first played it. I'll give Kurol the dues. They know how to make combat in a game. You know what I mean? They get it. Oh, mate. They get it. Oh, can I go to level 29? Oh, that's my plan at level 29. Oh, yeah, sweet. Yeah, his core passive is any 3 ping, yeah, okay. So, let me check actually. With her heals, right, do her heals nearby alloys? So that heals, I'm guessing that heals people off field, yeah? So you want to get her attack up as much as possible then, don't they? Because there's a healing scale off her attack, isn't he? You can also block in this game with Noctis, don't worry, he's A rank. Yeah, I was asking that earlier about like parries. I know block's a little bit different, but still. Your event shop, is that where I can upgrade my memories? Who am I getting from the blue banner? I forgot her name now. It's the what's it? I've got her on my selected one. Yeah, it's a blue ping, yeah. Oh, she heals in a Q. No, I don't exactly, actually. I was asking that yesterday. What is the deal with the QTE? Osuke Watanabe debuted and wait 2 months his appearance on Blue Banner. Yeah, I thought I'd go for her. I tried rating out. She was actually fun to use. It was between her and what's the other one? Stigmata something or something. She got big ass claymore sword. She was kind of cool as well. That little play with her in the tutorial. Yeah, I don't know how the QTE thing works. No. So I know where blue orbs heal. But I can't tell whether when I'm using a blue orbs if I'm getting off-field healing there. But how does a QTE work? Yeah, I'm not too sure on that. I might have because it's hard for me to ingest information when I'm streaming, and I might have missed that when I first started the game. Oh, the QTE. Oh, yeah, I get the QTE. The QTE is like almost kind of like, it's not an intro, but it's kind of like the skill swap that you get in Snowbreak, isn't it? It's like a tag move, yeah. The QTE. So like, almost kind of like, I guess it's a very, it's not an intro skill, but it kind of works in the same sort of way. Is that what the QTE is? So anyway, here's a QTE work. You see your 3 ping, yeah? Then depending on the position you put your unit on, red, yellow, blue position, it activates it. You dodge and ping 1. You can just will activate QTE or do a 3. Oh, so basically, let me get a visual representation. Because I am a smooth brain. I'm a smooth brain, so let's have a look how it works.
Issues for anyone new to PGR is understanding some of the terminology. QTE stands for Quick Time Event. It's when the ring around your character on the side flashes.
Okay, yeah.
That's activated by clicking on it. To trigger a QTE is to do a 3 of the color orbs corresponding to the construction.
Yeah, I know what the QTE is, then yeah. It's kind of like, I don't know if any of you guys have played Snowbreak Containment Zone. So, like, obviously, in Snowbreak Containment Zone, you can switch between your characters, like how you can in this. But then, by doing certain things, you can get... I forgot what it's called now. But instead of pressing, like, 1, 2, and 3 to switch to your actual character, you can press, like, Z, X, C, or whatever you've bound it to. And that character will hop in, tag move, and hop out kind of thing. So that's how you heal on field. Because I've seen that. I know that heals the character that's on field. But when she does a blue orb ping, does that heal off-field characters then? Because it says it heals nearby allies, so I'm assuming it does. Or do you need to hop in as soon as you've done that move? Gives a support effect like attack bonus or elemental bonus from support, or amplifies class and defense debuff. I didn't know that was exactly the QTE, but I knew how to do that, yeah.
Each character has different QTE effects, which allows you to be a bit more creative. For the Entropy, he shoots in mid-air, what a show-off. For Live Eclipse, heals and deals damage. Rosetta spins. Carmel tears them apart.
Yeah. It's like it's kind of like it's more, like I say, it's a little bit more like the Snowbreak ability.
Toxic side. The signature is easy to notice. It has a bar on the top left corner, which is your energy. When it reaches the point, you can activate it. If you allow it to go past the point, the X energy will be saved for your next signature burst. You can get energy for attacking the enemy and ping orbs. for certain constructs, there are some steps that can make your signature stronger.
Yeah, we'll learn more of the nuances to it. We'll get there. Yeah, but yeah, I get what that is. Yeah, I saw that actually from the post. It's a good point that is. Seems Kuro will go after leakers from the last official post, so be careful what you publish. It's true, that is. Good thing is, though, I'm reacting to other people publishing stuff, so I'm not really... Well, I guess I'll still be liable for it. Support only heal and sometimes a little damage. Right, okay. Tank, a defense debuff. Okay. It heals only those on field, but I think it can heal other activate in the Q. Yeah, so like when you use a QTE, she like comes in, heals, does a little damage, and then bounces off. Like, yeah, I've noticed that. Alright, cheers guys, thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate ya. Wait. Is this? I didn't know I had her. What does she do? Shoots arrows forward, dealing physical damage. Is she any good? I might have to give her a go. It looks kind of cool. I like the fact that she's ranged. Anyway, yeah, alright, let's get back to this. Let's get leveled up a little bit. We can get to 29, yeah. Oh, yeah, quick question. You know, say I've leveled her up to 29, right? You know the excess XP that it goes over level 29? When my commander levels up, will that get added on? Because I've noticed sometimes when I've come back, I've leveled my character up to 28, say, and then I level up, and then I come back and my character's automatically leveled up. Is that because that excess XP is just getting applied straight away, so it's not wasted kind of thing? Or am I just tripping and I was imagining that was happening? Okay. Yeah, I ain't gonna bother. I'm just gonna stick to stick to a small squad at the minute. Try and protect my materials. You know what I mean? I need to get some better weapons. What are you saying? The event shop? Yeah, for memory upgrades. Is that what I'm looking? I'm looking here. Oh, here we go. Oh, I ain't got it yet. Shop is not open yet. Event shop is the way. Let's Cradle Parade. Play Sinking Shadows. Clear Old Lullaboys. Clear a total of 20 nodes in Right from Matrix. Enter Ice Queen Lulu once. Clear Seamless Stars. I should be doing some of these then, yeah? Look at that. Have a look at them. And the stamina bar. What do you mean the actual event shop? let me just carry on with your goofy goober. It's right there. You gotta understand, guys. I'm new to the game. I ain't top right. Oh, the actual. Okay. Oh, you mean this actual event like this? Oh, okay. What actual event shop connected to this song? Because there's the actual shop. Just double check if YouTube's on low latency as well, because I swear it feels like low latency's not on. Yeah, it is. Tutorial stage, a glimpse of mystery, challenge stage. What, in the summer shadow? The guide? The goal?
Hi.
I think event unlocks at level 40. In the event screen, mate. So what? Click on event. Is that what you're saying? Because like I've got like a bunch of different people saying different things. Someone saying click on Cradle Parade above battle. Someone saying top left by stamina bar. Someone saying click on event shop. Yeah, I think stream's a little bit behind for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, the one above battle and then top left. So I've got Cradle Parade. Got material sinking shadows. Yeah, I haven't got that. I need to get to level 40. I could do the character trial, Seeker's Voyage. If you're on about we're on this screen in the Cradle Parade. So I'm only level 29. Yeah, as well, just FYI, make sure click the red button to make sure you're live, because my stream did go down earlier, so people might be a little bit behind as well. Just refresh just to get it up to scratch like. Not all hidden yet now. Couple of stagnant water in the middle one and the yellow one. Fuck are these? Mind replica. I ain't got none of them. Did you get these on doing this event then? Basic description tutorial. Let's have a look at this. I'm curious. Let's have a look at these. Get to use this character as well.
本当にやるの？あんまり期待しないで。
Yeah, her attacks are pretty tricky too.
静かにしろ。泡のように消えろ。
Man, she got like a domain expansion, yeah. How long does this last?
沈め。海の底に。
What an interaction point to end tutorial.
静かにしろ。
No, she's kind of sick actually. She's kind of sick.
やっと。
And then currency only material gathering sage,
まだ
right?
余裕かな。
We need to until you use your ult again. Sick. That's kind of mad. Full on domain expansion, yeah. Are we learning their core skill, are we? Okay. Ah, well, it's all little bits and pieces in here. Yeah, I think you might be
本
right.
当にやるの？あんまり期待しないで。
In primary form, she will gain a torrent orb for every 30 fathomless point she has. Okay. When pinging torrent orb, Lamia will cast crushing wave, dealing dark damage to enemy and turn the weather into a downpour.
私のね。
That's pretty freaking sick, that is. Her animations are really cool, actually.
泡のように消えろ。
So her ult's called signatures then.
滅びろ。邪魔者め。
It is pretty cool though, I must admit. It definitely feels like quite unique compared to the other characters I've used so far. And she's fast as well, yeah.
静かにしろ。
What was that? Well, in tidal form, casting basic attacks will grant her extra damage bonus, after which she will leave tidal form.
邪魔者め。
In dark tide form, pinging signal orbs will grant fathomless points, right? Fathomless points are full. She needs to cast special orbs to reset her fathomless points before gaining special orbs again.
出ていけ。出ていけ。静かにしろ。
Dark tide form, by pinging signal orbs, Lamia will gain abyssal points. Pinging special orbs will grant her Ocean Scar. I tell you what though, man, freaking Kuro do like to add a bunch of terminology stuff that just makes movesets seem more complicated than they are. You know what I mean? With Ocean Scar, present by pressing and holding basic attack, Lamia will cast abyssal currents, consuming all abyssal points to deal damage.
滅びろ。沈め。海の底に。
Okay, that's fire. Okay, that's fire. Casting Elegy of Atlantis, Lamia will enter Dark Tide form.
泡のように消えろ。静かにしろ。
In Dark Tide form, ping 3 signal orbs to accumulate fabulous point and get. Okay.
静かにしろ。
Casting signature Elegy of Atlantis, Lamia will enter Dark Tide form.
出ていけ。滅びろ。沈め。海の底に。
Dude, the way that ends is pretty freaking dope, I must admit. It looks cool, that does.
やっと終わった。でもまだ余裕かな。
She's kind of cool, she is. A moveset is basically 2 ping special orb, ult 3 ping special orb, hold basic attack, second ult. So a special orb replaces, well, basically one of my keyboards, yeah. Be grateful for tutorials, some skill description rivals. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man. I forgot how it feels to be new in PGR. Well, I started 3 years ago. Like, this is one thing that Kuro do. That kind of, it's not so bad in Wuthering Waves, but they do that a little bit in Wuthering Waves. When you first look at character kits, you look at them and you're like, you start reading through it and you're like, wait a minute, I need to, what did that mean? And it's because of all the different terminology they use for particular moves and then subsets of that moves and then next stages of that moves. And it's just like, this seems so much more complicated than it actually is. You know?
本当にやるの？あんまり期待しないで。
He looks pretty badass. And I'm just fighting him.
私の目の前から泡のように消えろ。邪魔者め、出ていけ。沈め、海の底に。
Basic attack on really strong. Hopefully we should be back. It's my freaking, well, I won't even say, it's not my stream PC. It's not my stream PC. It's the Elgato capture card. It's a fucking piece of shit, man. It's nothing I can do about it though. Like, I've even been in conversations with Elgato and they can't fix it. Basically, it just is what it is. I said that. I said earlier, I can have it happen once and then not happen for months. And because I said that, like fucking, I jinxed myself. It'd happen again, wouldn't it? Trolling me, straight trolling me. The annoying thing is though, I tried it because I've got 2 streaming PCs. The other's upstairs there, but it happens on that one as well. It's like, it's obviously, I must just have a really good fucking capture card. I'm kind of waiting for a new Elgato card to come so I can get that. Is what it is, I guess. Is what it is. Let's, okay. I love you, Elgato. Please don't happen again. There's a new gun? Oh, there he is. Who is this dude? Okay, I'm very careful with that. Wait, I can hurt myself with that, yeah. I know what is heckle. Thank you very much for stopping by. I appreciate the tips as well. I think it might be a reason why everybody's a little bit behind on stream as well, because he keeps doing that to me. I wonder if there's a Windows update as well. Or I've had a Windows update, because I've noticed that he tends to do that after a freaking Windows update. So yeah, as I said, Elgato can't fix it, which is like, you know, it's great, isn't it, that? It's great. They give me some drivers to roll back to, didn't work. They give me some new drivers to try, didn't work. Nothing just seems to work. I got some other people who've had issues as well, and they're just like, yeah, just can't find a fix. Some people have just been like, I've had to just go to a a new card. Well, I can't be asked to do all that now. I'd rather just deal with the odd Torchwood, the odd crash. Into the mines. Have a look at this. Use special orb on the second phase or third phase. Third phase. Oh, okay, okay. Man, love technical problems. Never thought you'd also move Tifa's body to the base. With her viral density, are you not afraid of hurting this little lass? The base facility should be enough of a barrier. Just reading the mind, it should be safe. No need to worry. And this is a rare chance to gain information about the enemy. I cannot let this go to waste. I'm ready. Oh, I can't believe it's 5:10 already, man. What the hell's happened to today? If there are any abnormalities, we will help you eject immediately. Then let's begin. Liv connects herself to the tattered remains of Tifa. What's going on here then? That's my cue to you, yeah. Where Liv came in then. I'm Tifa, a support construct. I'm honored to become a part of Suzaku. I don't think I'm a good fighter. Can I still fight alongside everyone? Yes, understood. Commandant, you're such a gentle and dependable person. What does that shield do now, actually? I'm assuming it gives us some sort of defense, Gerald. Was it mainly an attack buff or something? Oh my god, for some reason. What to do? Okay, take a deep breath, just like what Commandant said. Mission complete. I knew Suzaku was the best. As long as I'm with Commandant, I'm not afraid of any enemy. Yeah, I hope that shit doesn't start happening on a regular occurrence again, because at one point, that blue screen thing was happening regular, man. It was doing my nutting. Blocks attack and damage pixel. Nice one. Commandant, watch out. Commandant, why? It's all my fault. I'm too weak. Commandant, without you, I cannot go on anymore. It seemed Tifa fell in love with her Commandant. She was hearing her own voice all along. Yeah, he's good in this game as well. But then again, though, JPVA is usually good in games, isn't it? You know? I think completely nullification, maybe no CC and no stagnate. I spent the last 3 days working on this project. Had I not dicked with the dangerous electrical line buried in the yard, I would have gotten the job, the whole job done in a day. Get the goodies here. Hey, Commander, level up. Hey, let's go, level 30. What do we need to get? Level 40 to open that shop that you guys are on about, yeah. Nice. Complete all normal chapter 2 missions. Operation Guardians. Time until reset 6 days. Action daily points. Starting point. We followed the patrol route back to the starting point. Maybe it's time to take a break. How many swing to earn? Cross check activate area with both instructor and student to gain rewards. I saw a player waste their S rank selector banner you get on this patch for Katarina. Karina, whoever you would say that. Or is she not very good? Yeah, I went with what's her freaking name now? What I used of it, she was pretty dull. Just a mini game with decent rewards and experience. Okay. A nickel's worth of free advice, never waste money on a Karenina. It's where they're holding me back. It rained yesterday and he screwed everything up because the pots have to be concreted in. Yeah, well, you got a post-crete like. I'll tell you that for free. Tell you that for free. Let's see what we got here then. OS rating committee. Basic technique course. Skill or pinging techniques. Oh, the one's gonna have to go for a PP. I haven't played Ark Knights. I want to play Ark Knights Enfield though. I do want to play that. Right, how do I get onto the next part of the story then? There we go, yeah. Oh, we were doing it hidden, yeah. What is this place? Hi, my buddy. You've been successfully modified, Miss Tifa. How does it feel? Still a much more human process than turning a human into a construct, don't you agree? The pain that will pass. Right, so constructs are once humans. Roland, you lied to me. Oh? I did not grow stronger, and now you turn me into this? Indeed, you're still very weak. The punishing virus is strong. You need only familiarize yourself with the power of the virus. Trust me, you will quickly grow to like your new body. But I have to tell you this, in this place, you are not the only special one. Oh, actually, oh yeah. You kind of play through as the other characters on the opposite side, don't you? Come on, it's time to prove yourselves. Kill, devour, make the power your own. Oh shit, we got like a range attack, yeah. Power, the power to become free. Give me the power of ascendance. Oh, I can do. Oh. Okay. Does that do damage when I do that? I don't think it does it? I'll tell you what though, games that we're going to be definitely be playing on this channel. We're going to be checking out Azure Familiar because that game looks cool. It does look cool. I think my most hype game that I'm looking forward to is obviously Never Needs to Ever Needs. We're going to be checking out Project Mugen. We're going to be doing Ark Knights Enfield. We're going to be doing Limber's Company, Brown Dust 2. We're going to go back and do a little bit of a Snowbreak Containment Zone again from time to time. Depending on if that game doesn't go end of service, because I've got a feeling that game potentially might actually go end of service. I'm looking forward to Ark Knights Enfield though. Actually looks good. I do want to play is it Duet Knights Abyss or Duet Abyss Knights, whatever it is. I want more power. Should I say you've got good potential, but it takes more to become an Ascendant, and when it deserves a reward, you have earned yourself a letter of invitation to the next trial. I want to check out Aether Glazer as well, but to play that on PC, you have to use the what's it, the freaking emulator. I'm not really bothered about doing that. A wise choice. I will tell you more things that you want to know. Right, Tower of Asnet. Do you reckon we're going to see a crossover with this? Do you reckon we're going to see some characters coming to Wuthering Waves? Ark Knights Enfield is not going to be fun outside of the combat, but I'm an old Ark Knights player, so definitely going to play. Wait for Azure Premier and Girls Frontline 2 for now. Is that what you want about? Girls Frontline 2, yeah. Yeah, somebody like GN will help you a lot, dude. Commandant, we have reached another zone corrupted by the punishing virus. We must remove the illusions first, Commandant. Help us break through the obstacles. Virus is gone, Commandant. Let's continue to read the records. This is the power of Assnet. The more punishing virus you absorb, the stronger you are. I want more. Roland, give me more. Haha, the first timers are always so eager. Like I said, you are not the only one special here. You still have the one final test. Destroy it and prove to me that you can walk out here alive, and I will give you more of my power. This power enables you to see the dawn with your own eyes. It can also help you to take revenge on the punishing virus on the entire world. Unleash yourself, Tifa. You gotta do this out. Okay, that's kind of cool. She's a little bit cumbersome though, isn't she? Why do you reckon it's not going to be fun outside combat? Silence fills the air after the battle ended. Tifa slowly moves towards Musashi 9 and she easily pulls out Musashi 9's head and raises it up. I win. Still smiling, Roland remains silent. Tifa stares mesmerized at the mechanoid head. She seems to be immersed in her own world. What an amazing feeling. How irresistible. Commandant, did you see that? I survived. What a masterpiece. What is that thing? I've never seen anything so freakish. In just one hit. How terrifying. Don't fall back. Destroy it. Destroy. Like a Dalek. Exterminate. You are no ordinary corrupted. What on earth are you? It has only been a few days. Have I changed so much? Oh well. Do you recognize me now? Are you that lost construct? But why? What is it doing? Fucking you, that's what it's doing. Insects. This is the power beyond punishing virus. Humans are indeed ignorant and weak. If I had this power earlier, I could have saved Commandant. Is he human though? Yo guys, as well, if you are watching on YouTube as well, drop a like on the stream. It's very much appreciated. It's very much appreciated. Jeez. Oh shit, dude. The corrupted are coming again. Don't worry, we have deployed the ISO devices. Just stay inside and you'll be alright. Defeat them. Ah, ISO device. It reminds me of those days with Commandant again. I got this one then. Am I supposed to be destroying these? Oh no, I don't think I am. Oh, okay. I'll do the job for me, I guess. How naive. Were we to believe in toys like ISO devices? She's lost? Too close enough. Look at all these human toys. Infect them all, corrupted. Right, arm yourselves with all the devices. Let the humans suffer from their own naivety. What did you get? Got a back scratcher there, boys and girls. I'm going to scratch my back with the back scratcher. Ooh. Ooh. That's one thing I've noticed. The more I've bulked my shoulders and my back up, it's harder to scratch your back. You know? Come on then. Come on then. Let's get through this. This story's not, this hidden story's not so good. Come away. Come away. What's the situation on your end? Captain, there are no ascendants around here, but I found a monster with a lot of spikes. It looks quite terrifying. That's Iron Maiden. She's not your main target. Leave her to the other squads. Don't do stupid things. But we already made eye contact. What? You... Hold your fort until I get there. No problem, Cap. A mere construct showing itself before me alone. Just passing by here to find out about this Ascendant. Hot topic. Ascendant hot topic, yeah. Oh, you're interested in becoming an Ascendant as well? Not really. We're just trying to find the Ascendant and give them a good beating. Haha, foolish humans. Sorry, this section of Tifa's memory is heavily corrupted by the punishing virus. We need to get rid of these punishing virus illusions first. Jesus. Are those people from Cerberus? Doesn't look like it to me. Do you want to know more about the Ascendants? Perhaps you should feel it for yourself. On, she's too powerful. Boom. Whoa, this bridge is not going to hold. Haha, the power of the Asnet is indeed wonderful. who would ever want to share such power with others? Those Ascendants must be foolish, especially that Roland. Someday I'll... Hey, what name did you say? I didn't catch that. You mind saying it again? Tifa ignores Koi and leaves before the bridge collapses entirely. Darn it. Hey, Captain, you hear this? The target has retreated. Lovely jubbly, lovely jubbly. Give me them bits and pieces. Thank you very much. I'll take that, claim that. I'll take that as well. Thank you. Did I claim everything? Yeah, I claimed everything. In progress, Midsummer Rewind, Seemly Stars, Old Lullaby. Oh, challenge stage. Character challenge. Defeat the enemy. Regular zone, Omniframes recommended. Ooh, yeah. You've detected that you don't have this memo. Would you like to go through the tutorial? Oh, do I need to finish off the tutorial then first? Oh, shit. Cleared it? I'll just have to click no. I guess. Kamui! Is that his name? Assnet sounds like a medical device. Hand me my Assnet, please. My ass needs firming up. Oh, no, right, yeah. It's the only way you can say it, innit? Asknet, maybe? Ascendants? I don't know. That's what I'm getting from you. Fuck are they?
まだ余裕かな。
No reward. Pinging a tidal orb returns 2 sets of 3 ping orbs. Pinging a riptide orb returns 3 sets of 3 ping orbs. Whenever a tidal orb, or riptide orb is pinged, let me gains an extra 20%. Okay. Okay, that's cool then. Yeah, we might as well use, don't we?
私全力を
カムイ参上。
Gamui. Gamui.
本当にやるの？あんまり期待しないで。
I really like her design though. What the fuck is this?
静かにしろ。静かにしろ。泡のように消えろ。邪魔者め。沈め。海の底に。
What the fuck is that?
泡のように消えろ。邪魔者め。出ていけ。滅びろ。沈め。海の底に。泡のように消えろ。邪魔者め。私も行けます。出ていけ。滅びろ。沈め。
Need to. I wanna try and have some space here because I'm kind of interested in how her animations look as well.
闇が魔法についてきた。
私も行けます。
This enemy's kind of cool. Look at that. I like the design of this enemy.
闇の対決。お前らすべて粉々にしてやるぜ。少しやばいかもしれない。
本当にやるの？泡のように消えろ。邪魔者め。出ていけ。沈め。海の底に。静かにしろ。待って待って。話を聞いて。泡のように消えろ。滅びろ。 出ていけ。滅びろ。沈め。海の底に。みんなを守る。人事がつく。
手伝いでいいか。
大丈夫です。
I quite like these enemies' attacks, the animations at least anyway.
星々はあなたた
They
ち
look pretty dull.
深淵へと導く。
Kind of reminded me of some of the cat fantasy enemies actually.
俺は二人にだラッシュを解決。負けを認めたくない。
Oh, I got battered. I'm not really paying attention then, to be fair.
話を聞いて。泡のように消えろ。邪魔者め。出ていけ。
That was a cool looking enemy.
終わった。でもまだ余裕かな。私全力を尽くし。
カムイ
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
本当にやるの？あんまり期待しないで。
What is that?
静かにしろ。私の目の前から泡のように消えろ。出ていけ。滅びろ。一体沈め。海の底に。静かにしろ。私の目の前から消えろ。泡のように消えろ。邪魔者め。出ていけ。滅びろ。邪魔者め。沈め。海の底に。
闇がまとわりついてきても俺は光に向かって歩く。
Yo, I love the design of this enemy.
このくらいの傷大したことじゃない。お前ら全て粉々にしてやるぜ。
Was that a Feely and Baringle type attack then? Was I just imagining that? Did he do like an attack and then kick out as he landed? Oh shit.
大丈夫です。みんなを守る。現在 HP がやや危険領域。泡のように消えろ。静かに邪魔者め。出ていけ。滅びろ。静かにしろ。沈め。海の底に。一体私の目の前から泡のように消えろ。出ていけ。邪魔者め。滅びろ。
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know what the hell was going on then, man.
やっと終わった。
It was hard to see what was happening then.
余裕かな。
Because you read Lamia's old history. I'm not, no, I don't really know anything about this, the game and what, like, I guess, like, you're talking lore-wise. Like, what's the deal with it, like? Two seconds, just speaking to Rosie as well. She's having to get attacked, the buzz back today, isn't she? Yeah, hopefully the car's done. If he's picking it up tomorrow, man, hopefully the car gets done tomorrow or Wednesday latest. We're buzzing. Few seconds, chat. I'll share it to everybody who's been watching the VODs as well. I appreciate you. time. Oh, I lost a member, yeah. We need to do that then. Oh, really? That's weird.
くらいの傷大したことじゃない。
私もいけます。本当にやるの？私泡のように消えろ。出ていけ。滅びろ。沈め。海の底に。沈みたい。泡のように消えろ。出ていけ。滅びろ。沈め。海の底に。私の目の前から一体。
闇がまとわりついてお前ら全て粉々にしてやるぜ。
私もいけます。
少しやばいかもしれない。
泡のように消えろ。邪魔者め。出ていけ。滅びろ。沈め。海の底に。
That's wild. Inspired by toilet flush. I might have to watch that to get the context of it as well. Somebody went for a crap and was like, ooh, ooh, this would be a cool move, this would.
HP がやや危険領域。やってみせる。星々はあなたたちを CAS 導く。私の泡のように
Nearly lost it then.
消えろ。邪魔者め。出ていけ。滅びろ。沈め。海の底に。やっと終わった。でもまだ余裕だね。
An extra spicy dinner. Just got off the bog. It was a sweaty one, you know? It was a ring stinger. And then I was like, actually, this could be cool. This could be a cool idea. Let me pitch it. Hey yo guys as well, shout out to everybody watching on stream as well, appreciate you hanging out, bearing with me, especially if you are, you know, obviously, if you've been playing this game for a while, you're probably watching me, oh my god, this is painful, dude, fucking sort your life out. If you're watching on YouTube as well, guys, don't forget to drop a like on the stream, a little plug as well, did upload a video today, you can check that out, it's a pinned comment in both streams, Twitch and YouTube, you can check that out if you want to. At any point, much appreciated for all the support on the VODs, guys. It does mean a lot. You guys have been killing it, absolutely killing it. Well, thank you for that. What level am I at the minute? What's up in here? Achievements. What are those things? Warzone influence. Currency for Warzone can be used in the war shop. Okay. Right. Yeah, I gotta learn all the different currencies and, you know, rewards and stuff, because I don't know what any of it is, really. What's this? To my future self. Time capsule unearthed from its long burial, it holds handwritten letters brimming with countless desires, wishes for glimpses of the outside world, dreams of popularity, aspirations for wisdom, and yearnings for adult praise. Many of them remain unfulfilled, even in the present day. Okay. Oh, you're running like a madman. Bro, quick tip, if you do your apprentice missions, you can get to level 80 within a week or a bit more. Yeah, because PGR is quite generous with his currency and also punishing. Welcome to the stream as well. I need to get to... I need to get to level 40, yeah. Story and level 40, okay. What tunes we got? Yeah, I prefer that. I'm a simple man, I see PGR, I click. Hey, I've been really enjoying the game so far. Like, obviously I'm new to it. I come from like WuWa and other games, but yeah, man, game's kind of fire. It's getting used to all the systems now and, like, you know, the combat and everything. We're getting there though. We're getting there. The game's been out for a while now, so it's like there's a lot of stuff. It's overwhelming, especially when I'm streaming. I struggle to. Oh, that as well, actually. I struggle to absorb information when I'm streaming. I really do. So I say, guys, you might find yourself being like, bro! I feel like you need to bash your head against the monitor. Trust me, I feel like that as well sometimes.
俺はもっと強くなれる。力が融合されていくのが感じられるな。新しい戦闘モード、なかなか面白いな。
We could do a couple of cheeky pulls, yeah. Should we do a little bit of gamba? A little bit of gamba. A little bit of gamba. I use Alpha CW background music all the time. Yo, Cheese, what's up, bro? Enter the casino. We should be able to get it now, because I think we're at like 35 out of 40, I think. Right? I think it's 40 for the guarantee on that one, isn't it? 36. Oh, it's spinning up. It's spinning up. I'm hungry, you know, chat. I am Marvin. I'll order my tea in a minute. Do I have to go hot like this is a hard bitty one on this one? I can give it me, bro. Come on. I should get it now, yeah. Hey, let's go. Yeah, I think she's kind of fire, man. That little play I had with her in the trial. Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Hey boys, hey boys. Yeah, she's sick. Got the design as well. A little jiggle as well. A little jiggle boys. Don't be shy. Oh, didn't she got? It's got a stick actually. Yeah, this is what Wuthering Waves needs to get, man. We need weapon coatings, we need skin coatings, or skins, whatever you want to call it. We need some glider skins as well. Where'd you farm for things like weapons and shit then? Or are you talking? Oh, that should pull the weapon pull. Yeah. How'd you get better memories as well? That's what I wanted to ask actually. That was what was on my brain then when I was thinking about actually farming. Memories, yeah. I know people were saying the event shop, but is there a particular, like, obviously because it's gear, is there a particular place to go to farm that? And the different, no, they are different. It's 250 though, so it's the same cost, yeah. Oh, we get it. Oh, wait a minute. That's not the one I want. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's going to take a while then, yeah. I was hoping I could maybe have a, a rate up on a weapon, potentially. Oh, can I? Oh, can you? Oh, sweet. Yeah, fuck yeah. I didn't know you could do that. The only thing to grind on PGR is event shop. Right, okay. Right, okay. Material event, then buy the memory from the event shop. Yeah, so we need to get to 40, don't we, for that? Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Alright. I am gonna, what's it though, guys? I'm gonna go get some food. I'm gonna hop back on stream in a little bit. I'll be live on Twitch, and I'll be live on my second channel because I'm gonna play some Deadlock. I will be back tomorrow on the main channel. And we'll be playing, I don't know what we're gonna play tomorrow, man. I do want to get on some solo level and rise. I meant to get on some solo level and rise today. I'm not gonna lie. But it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I might as well just get my my logins. Get me logins. But I am starving. I'm starving. Appreciate everybody who's been hanging out though today, guys, and giving me the tips and tricks and information for with the game. I appreciate you. Where does solo leveling the rise keep you trolling me, man? Did any of you guys play the trash that was Tarisland? Oh yeah, as well, to people in chat, do you play on mobile or PC?
Hello. I've been
Hello.
waiting. Would you like a cup of warm black tea?
No, I'd like a cup of something. One thing I don't like about this game though, it just absolutely bombards you with the shop when you first log in, and then like every now and again the game's like, hey, you want a couple of gems? Come to the store. Come on, come in. Think about buying something, and I'll give you some freebies. All right, cool. I'll take them. I ain't buying shit though. Well, at least not yet, anyway. Yet, he says, yet. And you lot played Cat Fantasy as well. I've got no shame. I played it. I kind of like it as well, actually. I'll admit it. I'll admit it. Got a minute. Yamba! Yamba! I must admit, as pull animations go though, this one's pretty goated. I think it's definitely up there in the better ones. You know? Good temple. Crash. I do like the design of some of the weapons in this game though. Well, that looks pretty badass. It's trash, but still. You know, it's like good looking trash. Ooh, that looks sick. That looks sick. Okay. Might see about keeping that on somebody first, so. Look at that, look how badass that looks. She looks fire. Dragon's Blood Power effect allies with Dragon's Domain. Dragon's Blood Power increases the user's attack by 12% duration 10 seconds. I don't have to do that. Might do. You hear about Sushi look as well. Looking fine. Yeah, I like this game as well, actually. I do like this game. But I am nobody's grey. I'll catch you later. I'm going to get off, guys, because I want to go and get some food. Thank you for everybody hanging out today, man. It's been an absolute pleasure. I really do appreciate you. I will be back on this channel if you watch it on YouTube tomorrow. We'll be playing some more PGR. We'll probably... I do want to play some of this. We'll see. We'll see. I'm probably going to play some PGR. I do want to play some Wuthering Waves, and I do want to kind of play this as well. Maybe we'll just skip Deadlock tomorrow, and we'll just like do a bumper stream and do a longer stream, and we'll do all 3 games. We'll see how things go anyway, but I will be back a little bit later once I've ate. So people on Twitch, I'll be back again in a little while, and I'll be live on the second YouTube channel as well. So if you want to check out the second YouTube channel, guys, you can. It's Gachapon Pixel. I haven't got a link in the description, I don't think so. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. Enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully we don't have any more. I'm not even going to say it, actually. Yeah, because we jinxed it earlier, didn't we? Appreciate ya. Cheerio.